Ladies and gentlemen, here to sing our Star Spangled Banner, please welcome Nicole Passes.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch, where so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Nicole Passes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to sing Hawaii Konoi, please welcome the Kahuku High School Choir. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we will introduce the starting defense for the ILH champion St. Louis Crusaders. At defensive lineman number 40, Kaika Noguchi. Defensive lineman number 42, John Cioffelli. On the defensive line, number 49, Wilson Fatungia. And on the defensive line, number 94, Tony Fili Liufao. Linebackers, number 43, Kahuku Kernan. And number 53, Joseph Lobenda. The defensive backs, number 6, Ekiwaka Ishikawa. Number 24, Timo Paipule. Defensive back, number 28, Chad Aviento. Number 35, Frank Butcher. And defensive back number 45, TJ Moore. Now, ladies and gentlemen, head coach Cal Lee and the rest of the St. Louis Crusaders. And now the starting defense for the OIA champion Kahuku Red Raiders. At defensive tackle, number 70, Raymond Manu Maliuna. At defensive tackle, number 68, Christopher Kemoyatu. The defensive ends, number 94, Stephen Kumai. And number 99, Jonathan Mapu. The cornerbacks are number 1, Bryson Howe. And number 3, Al-Majid. The safeties are number 24, Aaron Francisco. And number 21, Kurt Fonoi Moana. Linebackers, number 51, Douglas Hugh. Number 43, Lopeti Lawaki. And number 55, Semisi Levi. And ladies and gentlemen, head coach Siwaki Levi and the rest of the Kahuku Red Raiders.
And a good evening. Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports presents the Hawaii High School Athletic Association State Football Tournament 2000 Championship game today. Tonight, the Kahuku Red Raiders in red will play the defending state champion St. Louis Crusaders. Randy Miyamoto here with Mike Nelson, Mike Bradshaw as our director, and Al Morikami filling in for stats. And Mike, what a big night for football. And what a big night for both teams, Kahuku and St. Louis.
Of course, this is a very big night. This means whoever wins this game is #1 in the state of Hawaii in prep football. These two teams met last year, Randy. It was a 19-0 whitewash by St. Louis. But Kahuku has been thinking about this game all year long. They've been thinking about perhaps this time getting a little revenge, and maybe they can upset this big St. Louis machine that keeps running over teams for 14 straight championships. That's what we've got to look forward to in this game.
There you see the seniors flanking on both sides. St. Louis in white, dressed from their tops to their bottoms, navy blue helmets. Kahuku all red, so you can't mistake tonight who are the Crusaders and who are the Red Raiders. The last time Kahuku beat St. Louis was in 1959, right when statehood. 1959, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's when Hawaii became a state. That was the last time that Kahuku beat St. Louis. Since then, they've played several times after that. About 6 times
has exercised its option by electing to receive. Kahuku will defend this goal and have the option in the second half. Good luck, gentlemen.
There you see the Kahuku captains. There's St. Louis's Pesa Fiaseo, the all-state running back, also president of his class, and he's going to be a main function in tonight's game. Pesa Fiaseo rushing for over 1,500 yards, Mike, with 28 touchdowns in this ILH season.
Oh, no doubt about it. This is the guy that the Red Raiders have to stop, I think, offensively. They talk about the other players, but this is the key guy. Once he gets through the line, he's hard to stop. He gets several yards. He's hard to bring down. They've got to stop him at the line if they're going to have any success against the running game of the Crusaders.
The Crusaders known for their big plays, Mike, with their 2 quarterbacks, Kalika Higa, the senior quarterback, as well as sophomore sensation Bobby George, will lead the way for the Crusaders. On the other hand, Ferrin Fanoi Moana, a junior quarterback for the Red Raiders, did an awesome job against Kaimaki last night, but starting quarterback Vai Funaki will take controls tonight. There you see number 1, Bryson Au, one of the main factors for the Kahuku Red Raiders. So St. Louis will be receiving. Looks like Daniel Rodriguez and Daniel Inferrera. Daniel Inferrera, number 10, and Rodriguez, number 9. Kicking off is number 16, Solomon Lee. And here we go, Mike Nelson taking on the 9-yard line. Trying to find some running room past the 20 and smothered down at the 21-yard line.
Randy, Kahuku's all fired up. Look at this. Some of them just ran past the receiver when he got the football. Let's watch it here in the first Hawaiian Bank replay.
On the tackle, number 12, John Wong, and number 91 for the Red Raiders, Daryl Tachibana. So the Crusaders will take it 1st and 10. There you see a nice tackle by number 12, Johnny Wong. A great special teams hit. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Ball at the 21-yard line. Higa at the controls. Kalika Higa, the senior. Hands off up the middle to Pesa Fiaseo, and met head on by the middle of the Kahuku defensive line.
And that's what Kahuku has to do. That's what we just talked about, Randy. They've got to stop this guy at the line. You see what happens when they do that. And they're all fired up. Let's watch a Hawaiian Airlines replay. He's going to get the ball, and he's going to get stuffed right there by number 51, Douglas Hugh. No gain on the play.
Number 51 was the inside linebacker, Douglas Hugh, and Hugh has done an yeoman job for the Red Raiders all season. Bobby George, the sophomore sensation, at the helm right now. Back to pass, hands off up the middle. Pesa Fiaseo dropped by big number 70, Raymond Maliuna.
Manu Luna, 6'3", 290-pound senior. Let's watch it again on the Jiffy Lube replay. Manu Luna gets an arm tie, and he brings him down with his arms. That's hard to do in this guy, but he did it right there.
If they can force St. Louis into obvious passing situations, the Kahuku defense will rise up. 3rd down and about 11 to go. There you go. Fiaseo gets a pass from number 11. Fiaseo looking for some running room and goes out of bounds. Looks close to the sticks, but I think, well, he got it. So number 11 comes through. Kalikahiga throws the pass to his running back, Pesafia Viaseo.
Kurt point number 1 on a tackle, Jiffy Lube replay. Viaseo gets the ball in the open right here. This is where he's dangerous. Once he gets out into the open, he gets hit right there. He can get good yardage on you. See it right there. He gets the first down.
Number 12, George at the quarterback slot. Viaseo the single slot behind him. Handoff up the middle. No hole as the left side of the Kahuku line puts a pounding to big number 33. Got to look at the left side, Mike Nelson.
Looks like Douglas Heel again leading the charge for Red Raiders. Just watching a Price Busters replay. They can't buck this left side so far. Look at that as they block off their defenders and make the tackle at the line.
After a short gain, second and about 9 for the Crusaders. Shotgun formation. He got back to pass. Looking long for a receiver. There's an open receiver out of the 35-yard line, and he drops the ball. Boy, number 80, Fernandez was in the open. He had 2 steps over Aaron Francisco, and he was looking 6 points.
Dietrich replay. Let's watch it right here. He had him all by himself. This is what St. Louis is known for, that receiver getting out ahead and an open play, and he just drops the ball. Cal Lee can't be happy with that.
Cal Lee in the center of your screen. Third and 9. Shotgun formation. George throws it way over the head of number 10 intended receiver in Ferreira. So Siwaki Levi, there you see a good shot of Bryson Au. Bryson Au being coveted by the Rainbow Warriors. This senior cornerback can do everything. So puts St. Louis in a 4th down situation. There you see 31 Ha Bento, their kicker and punter at the 20-yard line. Aaron Francisco on the far side, with Bryson Au taking it and getting hit immediately by a great St. Louis special teams player. Jordan Kreutz, brother of the Kreutz boy at Chicago, made a good special teams play.
Well, this is good coverage by the Crusaders. It was a good punt and come down. You see Cruz hits him along with number 41 there, Lane Sharoma. He just manhandled the Red Raider on that play.
Good field position. Inoki Funaki, the junior quarterback, number 15, with A.J. Smith and number 9, Salanoa in the backfield. Hands off to Salanoa. Salanoa finds a hole and gets some good yardage up to the 45-yard line. On the tackle for St. Louis was number 43, Ikaika Kernan.
Salanoa got the ball over right tackle. Let's watch on the Minahuni replay. He gets a little opening right there, and he makes the most of it. Getting 5 or 6 yards. This is positive yards for the Red Raiders. This is what they need to do.
Mulivai Pula, the slot back behind A.J. Smith. Funaki to Pula. Pula trying to find a right side. No way. Stopped by number 43, Kernan, and coming up from the defensive secondary for the Crusaders, number 6, Ikewaka Ishikawa.
All-sport replay. You got to remember, St. Louis is very good at covering the corners. He tried to go out to the right side, and St. Louis has got this all covered. No chance on that play.
Okay. 3rd down and about 3 for the Red Raiders, going left to right on your TV screen. Hands up. Oh, pitch to Salanoa. Pass midfield. Down to the 40. Into St. Louis territory near the 35-yard line. And give credit to this senior running back, Marcus Salanoa.
This was a great play. Let's watch on Noah Foods of Hawaii replay here. Kuka, this a little dangerous on the flip. Looks like it almost was hit right there, but Salanoa makes the catch, dekes his defender, then he heads immediately to the left sideline. He knows he's got the speed, and he can make the first down. That's what he does right there. Great run by Salanoa.
Good blocking by the offensive line by Kahuku. 1st and 10, good pickup of about 15 yards on that last play. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders, and boy, it's packed tonight, boy. 1st and 10, ball at the St. Louis 36-yard line. Single slot back, Mulivai Pula. Correction, yeah, it is Mulivai Pula, number 28. Attacks the right side of the left side of the St. Louis line, following some big blockers in front of him, Mike.
Mulivai Pula, 5'11", 198-pound junior. One of their better weapons that they have in their arsenal. He goes over right tackle, gets a few yards. Kahuku, Randy, is doing what they want to do. They want to control the ball and keep it out of the hands of the St. Louis offense.
You called it. Joseph Lobendan, number 53. You're going to see his number and 43 all night. 2nd down and about 6 to go. Hand off up the middle to the front man, A.J. Smith. Smith doesn't find anything, and number 53, Lobendan, Joseph Lobendan, 2nd on the team with 67 tackles, 7 recovered fumbles, and 4 block punts on the tackle.
Joseph Lobendan's always been a steady stalwart for the Crusaders all season long. You just saw it right there, making the tackle.
I know the Warriors, June Jones and his staff is looking at Lobendan, number 53, and also Ikaika Kernan, number 43, as potential linebackers as future Warriors. 3rd down and 4 for the Red Raiders. Can they continue this drive? Movement on the O-line, and it looks like an illegal procedure call, but we'll wait for the referee as we focus on number 45, A.J. Smith.
Well, A.J. Smith made a little step forward, and that's what did it.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5 yards, it remains 3rd down.
So if Kahuku can eliminate mistakes, costly penalties, and they essentially have to play a perfect game against the St. Louis Crusaders, who won the last 15 championships here at Aloha Stadium. Funaki back to pass, looking for a receiver, finds an open receiver, Hafoka. Number 81, Hafoka, the 5'10", 165-pound senior receiver, snares it in for a 1st down.
Saya Hafoka's the guy that made the catch on that play. Let's watch it again on his Seafood Village replay. It's a down-and-out pattern. He goes straight out, but he gets loose. He gets into the open. And Funaki gets the ball to him right there. He's all by himself. The defender fell down. That was a big play for Red Raiders.
Red Raiders looking for 9. Instead, they got 15 via the airway. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders on the St. Louis 20-yard line. Up the middle is Salanoa. Salanoa to the 15, to the 10, inside St. Louis territory, to the 8-yard line. Number 9, Marcus Salanoa, and there you see the enthused crowd here at Aloha Stadium.
Let's watch again. Aloha Stadium replay. Salanoa's going to get the ball. He's going to go over left tackle. And he hits a hole. Once he hits a hole, this guy's very fast. And there they finally bring him down. But enthusiasm, momentum is entirely on Red Raiders right now, Randy.
Look, if number 68, Kemoe Atu on the right side, right tackle, is one of the players. Salanoa with 33 yards on 3 carries so far. Hands up to Pula. Pula to the 5. Touchdown! Touchdown, Kahuku!
First Hawaiian Bank replay. Pula's going to get the ball on the other side this time, over the right side. Once he gets in the open, they're not going to stop him. There's a stop. He runs right over his defender. He's hungry. He wants a touchdown. That's what he got.
Number 28, Mulivai Pula. Solomon Lee with the extra point, and he converts. And an impressive drive, Mike Nelson, from the Kahuku 40-yard line, and did what you said. Took the ball, mixed up a little passing with running, and sort of dominated that defensive line for Kahuku. 8 plays, 7 yards rush, 1 pass, as we see in this Hawaiian Airlines replay. Watch the blocking.
from another angle. Yeah, see the block here? There's a good block right there. And he hits a hole through the block, and the rest is all him into the end zone. A statement is made right here by the Red Raiders, Randy.
68 Chris Kemoe Atu, the lead blocker there. So 8 plays, 7 via the run, 1 via the pass, 60-yard drive with a 3:32 estimated time. Thank you very much, Mike Bradshaw. So Kahuku draws first blood, 7-0, and it should be a hell of a game. Randy Miyamoto here with Mike Nelson and our statistician Al Morikami and our directors Mike Bradshaw and Ryan Nagano.
And it is a heck of a game, Randy, so far for Kahuku. They did what they had to do. They ran down the field and they scored a touchdown. Now let's see how St. Louis answers back on that.
In Ferreira on the far side, Gosiako in the black socks on the near side. So I can just feel the excitement. This is how it should be in high school football. Ball goes to Gosiako at the 10-yard line. Gosiako to the 15, tries to find a running room to the 20, 25, 30, 35, and finally tackled down. Aaron Francisco, number 24, with the tackle. The emotions are high, and Kahuku doesn't want to get it too out of hand. St. Louis, having been to the big show many times before.
Prize and white replay. Gosiako's going to get the ball here. Kahuku comes down very fast here. They almost overrun him. See it right there. You see some more overrunning him right there. And then he finally gets out in the open. They bring him down. You see number 91 for the Red Raiders. That is Daryl Tachibana making the initial hit.
1st and 10 at the 39. Kalikahiga, and flags fly in the air. So it's good to see a good crowd here. Crowd coming into the north end zone, Mike. And looks like we have an overflow crowd of over 10,000. So the Hawaii football fans know what a good game it is. So it looks like some encroachment on the defensive side.
Snap. Encroachment.
Giving St. Louis a 1st and 5.
It remains first down.
Those are things Kahuku cannot do. They cannot make penalties like that in this ball game.
Big number 99, Jonathan Mapu, one of the defensive leaders for the Kahuku Red Raiders. Bobby George, the sophomore quarterback. Nakasato in motion, handoff up the middle to Pesafia, Fiaseo, and we'll call his number all night, number 51, Douglas Hugh, for the Red Raiders with the stop.
Well, Douglas Hugh, I mean, he's been a busy guy so far. He's making a lot of the stops. Pesafio says, who is this guy? I keep running into him at the line. Let's watch a Jiffy Lube replay. Pesafio gets it right here. He's hit right there. He still manages to get a few yards, 3 yards in fact.
A loss of a couple yards because there was a 5-yard penalty. So Fiaseo on the evening, 4 carries for -2 yards. Kalikahiga at the helm, single slot back. Fiaseo looking for a receiver, finds an open receiver on the right side. Nakasato, and Nakasato makes it past the sticks before being tackled by number 1, Bryson Au. So St. Louis not holding back with a nice reception from Higa to Nakasato.
Price Busters replay. Nakasato's going to get the ball. Higa scrambles out to the right side. This is what he's really known for. And he makes an open pass to an open Nakasato, getting a few yards for the Crusaders.
So if you look carefully at home, number 12 is at the quarterback. The sophomore quarterback, George, looks for an open receiver, finds an open receiver on the left side. Dickerson around the 40 into Kahuku territory, down to about the 36 or 37-yard line. Another first down for the Crusaders.
Minus replay. Dickerson's going to get the ball here. Pass thrown over the middle. And they're trying to catch him on the run. This is what St. Louis is known for. Catch the ball and keep running with the ball. They're a lot like the St. Louis Rams. But Kahuku must keep the short passes. They can't allow those big, long ones.
That pass from Bobby George was a little behind Dickerson. Higa with a sweep to the right side. Villaseo finding hard time, finding running room, and met by number 43, Lopaki.
Villaseo, he's got to be frustrated at this point in time. He's just not getting anything. Just watching on your Murokai 99-cent shop replay. He gets the ball right here, but Kahuku is really penetrating the St. Louis line very well and making a tackle. They're not letting him get the open hole.
Correction, outside linebacker Lopeti Lawaki, the leading tackler on the Kahuku Red Raider defensive squad. George looks for a receiver and finds Kanoa Fernandez on the left side. Fernandez tiptoes his way down the sidelines. On the tackle for the Red Raiders was number 10, Legrand Gu, and some yellow laundry on the field, Mike.
Yeah, and this time it's going against the Crusaders.
So I just want to remind you fans at home, you have to watch the game carefully. Look at the rotating quarterbacks, 11 and 12 tonight for the Crusaders.
Illegal motion, offense, 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat, second down.
So a penalty on the St. Louis Crusaders, halting their drive temporarily. But believe me, Vinny Passes has these guys in constant motion. Second down and 15 to go at the Red Raider 42. He got back to pass. Hard rush by the Red Raiders. And on the tackle for the Red Raiders, big number 68, Chris Kemoe Atu.
Chris Kemoe Atu, this guy is going to play Division I football somewhere, no doubt about it. Let's watch it again here on the Royal Adventure Travel replay. Kemoe and the rest of the Red Raiders are going to break through that. Look at that, he shoves off this guy and still comes in and makes the tackle. Brings him down by the collarbone. What line penetration by the Red Raiders.
Hard rush by the outside linebacker, paving the way for Kemoe Atu with the easy sack. So third down and 25 to go. Pass to Dickerson. Dickerson met past the 50-yard line, but met by that guy, number 1, Bryson Al. Bryson Al, the 5'7", 160-pound senior cornerback.
And he plays every pound. Mountain Dew replay. Bryson Al is going to come out and make this stop right here. Dixon's going to get the ball. He thinks he's got running room, but look at Al play off his man and make the tackle and push him out of bounds.
Ha Bento in punt formation and checking with Al Morikami. We hardly see St. Louis in punt formation, and here they're doing their second time this quarter. Francisco taking it at the 20 to the 30 and fumbles the ball out of bounds, fortunately, but makes positive yardage to the 33-yard line.
Francisco, let's watch on the All-Sport Body Quencher replay. Gets a line drive of a punt. As you said, St. Louis is not used to punting. Francisco makes the most of it and outruns some of his defenders. Unfortunately, he fumbles it out of bounds.
Timothy Paiapuli, the starting defensive back for the Crusaders, with the tackle. So pretty good field position for the Red Raiders as they operate from the 33-yard line. So let's see, Mike, what the Red Raiders will do this series. Will they continue to run it or mix it up with the pass? Big hole up the middle, Salanoa to the 40, to the 45, past midfield into St. Louis territory.
Wow, Salanoa. Let's watch the Noah Foods of Hawaii replay. Running over right tackle. He's finding little holes to run through. He's getting some good blocking right there. See, he opens up a hole for him, a tight hole. Then he gets hit, spins around, and makes the most of it, running down the field to make a big gain for the Red Raiders.
Opening up that big hole for Salanoa is big number 35, Irvin Atuaya, and he's the brother of another Atuaya who really did some work for the Red Raiders. Funaki with a fake pitch to the 40, down to the 35, and positive yardage for another Kahuku, first down.
Kahuku's got St. Louis on their heels. They've got this defense on their heels.
And so far, Mike, it's been all Kahuku so far as they've been dominated on the run. Watch this.
Joy of Cola replay. He's not going to pitch it out. Faked him out. He runs with it. That's open territory to run with. They finally get him down. But that pitch out just suckered St. Louis.
Inoki Funaki, 16 yards on that run. Salanoa, the running back, number 9. And a pitch to James Kammerer. Oh, I'm sorry, number 81, Hafoka.
One of the more favorite receivers.
So the game plan of Kahuku is working so far. They're mixing up the run with the pass, confusing the St. Louis defense quite a bit. So I want to give some credit to the offensive line. The center, 69, Siuapi Lautaha. The right guard, Kalavai Blanchard and Joseph Napiai. Chris Kemoeatu, number 68, and number 72, Simisi Kalvaka. Okay, Funaki takes it to the 25, to the 20. And finally tackled inside the 20, about the 19-yard line by number 43, Ikaika Kernan. Could it be Kahuku's night, Mike? Could it be Kahuku's night?
Let's watch on Seafood Village replay. Funaki, quarterback sneak. A lot of people forget he passes. He also runs very well, too. There you see a good block by number 35 there. And the rest is all Funaki.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 19-yard line. The red machine is marching in. Salanoa tries to go on the left side. And a nice tackle by number 52 or 42, Siofele.
St. Louis again, you know, they have great coverage on the end. That's what they did here in Aloha Stadium replay. Salanoa can't get anywhere here. If he'd gone to the inside, he might have made more yards, but he decides to go out to the left sideline. Number 94 for St. Louis, they're brought down by a shirt. That's Tolefele Liufau. And he's a big dude.
6'2", 260, just a sophomore.
Right.
Man. Timeout being called by the referees, and so far, it's been a spirited first quarter.
Timeout.
Only 46 seconds left.
Kahuku.
So a timeout. Look at the scoreboard. Kahuku with 7 big points in the first quarter leads the St. Louis Crusaders, defending champs, 7-0. And Mike, the game has gone by so far, and the crowd has been really spirited. There you see Coach Siwaki Levi and Inoki Funaki, number 15 in the center of your screen, encouraging that big, and I mean big, offensive line.
Yeah, they played very well tonight so far. We're on the side of the Kahuku side, so we hear their crowd. They're very enthusiastic. And right now, the momentum is really in a red uniform right now.
And just think, Mike, say 5 to 10 years ago, we had crowds like this consistently for regular season games. Welcome back, high school football.
A little competition never hurts anyone, Randy, and that's what brings the crowds back up.
And this is one reason why Randy Miyamoto goes for classification, because the Hawaii sports fans wants to see games like this. 2nd down. Hand off to Salanoa. Salanoa met by the St. Louis defensive backs and linebackers led by number 24, Timothy Paepuli. Correction, that's Mulivai Pula.
Yeah, it's Pula. Yeah, Pula got the ball. Over right tackle. They're getting their yards over right or left tackle. That seems to be the way they're making their big gains against this big St. Louis team.
There you see number 43, Ikaika Curran, leads the team in tackles with 87, 2-time All-American selection.
1999 Defensive Back of the Year.
So 3rd down, big play for the Red Raiders with 2 seconds, and there's the whistle, and it looks like the end of the quarter. So it's been a very exciting, spirited first quarter so far with the Red Raiders on top, 7-0. So at the end of one quarter of play, the score, Kahuku 7-0. Stay tuned for the Chevron Toy Card Challenge. And the second quarter is next. This is Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports.
How's it going? You got Lanai and Augie from Island Rhythm 98.5.
I want to thank everybody for making us the new #1 station.
Yeah! At this time, Chevron and Island Rhythm are proud to give someone 1 year supply of free gasoline.
This is Chevron.
We have 4 contestants. Our first contestant from Honolulu in the Tony Turbo car. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Deddy.
And all the way from Kohio Avenue in Honolulu, it's the Patty Patrol. Put your hands together for Shani Santos.
Yes. And in the Woody wagon from my air, big hand for Casey Webb.
And from IAIR, driving the Leo Limo, Alisa Nago.
Are we ready? If we can have your attention on the screen, it's the Chevron Car Challenge. We got Woody Wagon, Leo Limo, Tony Turbo, and Patty Patrol. Here we go. Come on, cheer them on. Chevron giving away 1 year free gas, ladies and gentlemen. Look like they're all inebriated right now.
Oh boy, look at that. The red car is down.
Police car is speeding. How you
Oh,
like
there you
that?
go.
Here we go. The Woody Wagon is in the lead. Leo Limo second. The police car just took over.
The police car.
The police car.
Oh,
HPD.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the
winner.
winner.
Give it up, you guys.
Tony Turbo. Congratulations from Chevron. You got yourself 1 year free gas from Chevron and Island Rhythm 98.5. Aloha.
And welcome back to Aloha Stadium. Chevron 2000 HHSAA Championship action. 3rd down and 8 to go at the Crusader 17. Funaki hands off to Salanoa. Salanoa tries the right
Salanoa, the ball
side.
carrier.
Finds the room on the left side. To the 10. To the 5.
Penalty marker on the
Touchdown.
field.
But we see a flag. Penalty flag dropped by the line judge on the left side. And judging from the boos, it could be a penalty on the red. There you see Coach Siwaki Levi.
Again, those are penalties, Randy, that Kahuku cannot afford to commit. Let's watch it again on the Aloha Stadium replay. Salanoa is going to get the ball. He's going to go into the line and bounce out. There may have been a clip right there. I'm not sure. May have been right there to the left. To the left of the screen just
from
before.
The spot of the foul. Repeat 3rd down.
So 7 points have been erased from the board, or
Penalty
6
moves the
points,
ball
which
back
could
to
have been
the
a commanding
26-yard line.
2-touchdown lead. Brings the ball back to the 26-yard line, 3rd and 17 to go. Kahuku with 6 first downs. St. Louis with 3 first downs. A.J. Smith, big number 45, in front of number 28, Mulivai Pula in the backfield. Funaki calling signals. Pitches out to Pula. Pula around the 30, down to the 25, and met by number 24, Timothy Paepuli, and also number 6 for the Crusaders, Ikiwaka Ishikawa.
Well, he faked it up the middle, A.J. Smith, and he let Pula take the ball around.
So Pula gets about 3 yards on that play, but it still brings up 4th and 11 to go from the St. Louis 20. Solomon Lee there. Number 24, Aaron Francisco on the near side as a receiver. Funaki back to pass, looking towards Francisco in the left corner of the end zone. And the ball goes incomplete. And a good defensive play by the St. Louis quarterback, number 35, Frank Butcher. And Butcher doing a great job filling in for All-State defensive back Enoch McKee.
I think Frank Butcher had an interception last week. Let's watch on the Verizon Hawaii replay. He's got this one figured out, and you see the pass to Funaki up in the air. It's to reach up and make the catch. There's too much on a line drive for anybody to make the catch on that play.
So St. Louis with a key stop with 11:01. Higa at the quarterback. Fakes to Pesafia, looks for an opening, finds an open receiver, Fernandez. And Fernandez takes it around the 37-yard line. And boy, it sure fooled me, Mike.
Jiffy Lube replay, let's watch it again here. The fake up the middle to Fiaseo. Now you see running with the ball is Higa, and he throws over to the middle and hits Fernandez coming over the middle. I'll tell you what, Randy, Kahuku can give up little pass plays like this. The big long ones they don't want to give up.
Kalika Higa threw for over 1,600 yards in the season with 18 TDs. A pass to number 80, Fernandez. Fernandez gets more than enough for first down as they go into Kahuku territory.
Price Busters replay, Fernandez. This is what St. Louis is also very good at doing, is catching the ball and running with it. You see Fernandez gets a short pass over left sideline. Makes a good deke right there. Makes another good deke right there, and they finally bring it down. Number 55 for the Red Raiders. That's Semimesi Levi making a tackle.
That play covered 16 yards. First and 10. Kalika Higa hands off up the middle. And taking that ball for St. Louis was number 30, Bronson Beaver. So a good stop by the middle of the Kahuku line. 10-17 and counting down in the second quarter. 7-0 Kahuku with a 10-yard run by Salanoa to put 7 points on the board.
Look right there. Look at that penetration by Hiu to make that tackle. I mean, he is all over the place.
Doug Hugh, the middle linebacker, all over the place tonight. Second down 11. George back to pass, looking deep, looking for a receiver in Ferreira. And it goes into the end zone. And a good defensive play by number 24, All-State Aaron Francisco, and number 1, Bryson Howe. So if they're going to thread the needle through those two guys, they'd have to hit it perfectly.
Let's watch again Murakai Shop 99-cent replay. Bobby George, he's usually the guy that throws the longer passes for the Crusaders. But this one was way too long over the heads of the receiver and the defender.
9:46 in the ball game. St. Louis all white. Double slots to the left side. In motion is Dickerson. At the shotgun is Higa. Higa looking for a receiver. Finds it Ferreira at the 37-yard line. And Ferreira gets to the 30-yard line and another St. Louis first down.
Daniel Ferreira, 6'1", 190-pound senior, knows what to do when he catches the football. He knows where the first down marker was. That's what happened on that play. That was the key to everything. As he caught it, he danced around so he could make the necessary yards. Just watch a Royal Venture replay. Ferreira catches the ball right here. He knows where the first down marker is. Dances left, gets away, dances to right, and gets a first down.
Coach Cowley likes the platoon system, and right now his sophomore sensation at the helm. Handoff, Fiaseo up the middle to the 20, and gets tripped up inside the 20-yard line by defensive back number 3, Alma Jean. So number 3, Alma Jean, prevents St. Louis from scoring 6 points.
Menahuni Water Company replay. Fiaseo, this is the first positive yardage he's had the whole game. This time he breaks through the line. They didn't get to him. And he's dangerous out in the open.
Hawaii High School State Football Championship 2000. St. Louis Crusaders on the drive against the Kahuku Red Raiders. Higa back to pass, looking for the money. Finds a receiver, out of bounds. and number 82, Frank Rivers, a 6'5", 195-pound senior, just out of his outreached hands.
And Francisco and Ligrangu on the coverage for the Red Raiders on that play. This is a pass designed to the corner of the end zone, reach up and catch it. And he had it in his hands. I'm not sure you would have had that inbounds anyway, Rivers, but a nice effort by the Crusaders.
And a big call by the Crusaders. Second down and 10, 8:53 left in the first half. George back to pass, looks for a receiver in the end zone. Incomplete. Nearly getting Nakasato for 6 points, but a good defensive play by number 1, Bryson Howe.
Bryson Howe, another Red Raider that's playing very well tonight. Let's watch again and enjoy a color replay. He stuck to his man. Stuck to him like glue to make this play. There you see the pass to the corner of the end zone. And he's right there to make the play and bring the ball down.
Keith Young, the center, number 679, leading the way. Gordon Miyashiro, Troy Acera, Ryan Shimabukuro, and Kenneth Powell on the big O-line for the Crusaders. Third down and 10. Higa back to pass, looking for a receiver, finds Dickerson at the 10. Inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Another first down for the Crusaders. So what an exciting game so far. St. Louis with their 7th first down of the first half.
Sifu Village replay. Ross Dickerson kind of meanders out. Well, we don't have a replay, but that's what happened. He meandered out and got a pass and got the first down.
That's Dickerson's second reception for 27 yards. So St. Louis knocking on the door. First and goal to goal at the 5-yard line. Nakasato in motion. George back to pass. Looks for a receiver. Ball seemed like it was tipped. And it seems to be a flag on the play, although I don't see any flags on the field.
There's a pass interference there. It may have been on Kurt Fono Moana. Yeah, the Red Raiders. He kind of stopped him in the end zone. He kind of bumped into him.
Number 21, Kurt Fonoe Moana, brother of junior quarterback Farron Fonoe Moana. And as we see Danny Bain giving the signal for pass interference.
Pass interference, defense, at the distance to the goal, first down.
Fourth penalty for 30 yards. St. Louis knocking on the Kahuku door. First down and goal, ball at the 2-yard line. 8:13 left in the ball game. Fiasea, the single slot back behind Higa, up the middle. Can't find any running room. And tackled by number 21 for the Red Raiders. Fonoe Moana also on the tackle. Number 92, Tuika Tufanga.
6'2", 210-pound junior, leading the charge by 3 Red Raiders to stop Fiesu. Let's watch again Seafood Village replay. He's got to be frustrated. They're just getting right to him. No hole, and they get right through the line and make the tackle and straighten him up and bring him down.
And this guy's no slouch. 6'2", 210-pound, just a junior. Number 92 on the right side of your screen. So second down and goal, ball at the 1-yard line. Higa calling signals, tapping his left foot. Up the middle, Prince Brown finds the pay dirt and scores a St. Louis touchdown.
Aloha Stadium replay. Prince Brown's going to get the ball right up the middle. Fiasu gets the ball. Now watch him break away from the huddle at the line, and then he goes in for the end zone for a touchdown.
Ha'abento with the conversion. Bento converts. So with 7:21 left in the first half, we've got a ball game. 7-7. Let's see what the Red Raiders will do here.
Well, they just keep doing what they've been doing. They look pretty impressive on that, even though they were scored upon. St. Louis did not score on the big plays. But they did score right here. Aloha Stadium replay. Fiaseu, watch him get the ball. Goes over right tackle. See the good blocking he's getting there? Bounces around. He's stopping there and he bounces around and gets the ball right over the goal line for a touchdown.
Sure helps Mike with number 32, Prince Brown, leading the way for Fiaseu. So on that scoring drive, we had 10 plays, covered 79 yards, and 3:39 time elapsed during that scoring drive. So this is so impressive, Mike Nelson.
Yeah,
7-7.
Yeah, this is what high school football is all about. This is what you come here to watch them do.
Randy Miyamoto calling the game with Mike Nelson, Al Morikami, Ryan Nagano, and Mike Bradshaw here assisting us. And the Chevron 2000 Championship HHSAA high school football. And we got a barn burner tonight. So kicking off is Ha Bento. And a beautiful kickoff going into the end zone. Touchback, and we'll see what Kahuku will do at the 20-yard line.
Bento, he's another weapon for St. Louis. He can kick them back there in the end zone and they can't return it.
I like Bento. He has a good leg, and he looks like he can take it to the next level, Mike.
Oh, no doubt about it. I think he can. I think he can do it.
So as we said before, an impressive 10-play, 79-yard drive engineered by the tandem quarterbacks of Higa and Bobby George. But look at this offensive line right here. What a wall of red.
Well, they played a whale of a game so far.
Salanoa, the slot back, gets the handoff, and a swarm of Crusaders tackling number 9, Salanoa, led by number 6, Paepuli, and also on the tackle, number 49, Wilson Fatongia.
Let's watch it again, Salanoa. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself there. Seafood Village replay. Now let's watch it again. Salanoa's going to get the ball, but they're going to come right through here and make the stop. There you see, that's number 6, Elawaka Ishikawa.
Remember, St. Louis missing 3 of their top players, Mayava, Manapuna, and Enoch McKee. Mulivai Pula, the slot back, hands off to Mulivai Pula. And on the tackle, number 42, John Ciofele, coming up on the tackle, as well as big number 45, TJ Moy.
6 foot, 215-pound senior Moy led the charge for the Crusaders there. They seem to have made a little adjustment at their line, and so far, and right now the Crusaders have a little problem running the ball like they didn't have in the first quarter.
So Coach, defensive coordinator Delbert Tengan up here in the booth, making some adjustments here in the second quarter. So Kahuku not moving as swiftly as they did in the first quarter. 5:58 and counting. Funaki looking for the pass and finds number 81, Hafoka, on the right side and gets enough for a first down.
Saya Hafoko, a favorite receiver for Funaki. Let's watch again, first line bank replay. Funaki goes back to pass. 4 or 5 steps, then makes a nice accurate pass to the right.
Nice catch by Hafoka.
Oh, it was a
His
nice
third
catch and a big
for
play for Red
36
Raiders.
yards. So Kahuku can continue this drive with 5:52 left in the half. Pass to number 5, Napa'a, Vai Napa'a, the 5'11", 165-pound senior. Does some double duty as he is a defensive back on the defensive side of the ball. So Coach Siwaki Levi mixing up some plays, mixing up a little bit the run and the pass. Nice crowd here at Aloha Stadium in this 2000 Chevron Hawaii High School State Football Tournament. Funaki calling signals, looking for a rush, hands off to, oh, he takes the pitch himself, and Funaki gains a couple of yards. On the tackle for the Crusaders, number 6 defensive back Ikiwaka Ishikawa. Also on the tackle, number 40 Ikaika Noguchi. Noguchi, one of the guys filling in for Mayava and Manapuna.
Watch again, Verizon Hawaii replay. Funaki fakes it up the middle, then he decides to run with it, but the Crusaders have made some adjustments, Randy, and Red Raiders are not running the ball like they did the first quarter.
3rd down and 6 to go from the 41. St. Louis showing blitz. Funaki tries to find some running room. Gets away from Fatongia. Finds Hafoka. And a penalty flag on the play. So it looked like number 28, Chad Adviento, got his hands caught in the cookie jar as the ball looked to be. But Danny Bain calls it lineman downfield, which is kind of an unusual call on a passing play. But apparently, one or a number of the Kahuku linemen went downfield before the pass.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, the penalties decline. 4th down.
So it could have fooled me, but a good defensive play by number 28, Chad Aviano, and it turns into a 4th down situation with Kahuku forced to punt.
See, again, those are those penalties that Kahuku cannot afford to do.
So we can check our statistician. How many penalties does St. Louis have during the evening? So Ryan will be checking to see how many. Gosiako and Canoa Fernandez deep to receive the punt. Bryson Au at the 30-yard line for the punt. A fake to number 11. Holy cow. Ferrin Fanoi Moana. And boy, oh boy, the Crusaders smelt that.
Well,
And on the tackle for the Crusaders, number 57, Jordan Kreutz, and number 24, Timothy Paipuli.
watching in Verizon Hawaii replay, I'm not sure I would have done this. I guess Coach Levi thought he could get away with it. But St. Louis had this one figured out all the way, and it's going to give good field position for the
Something smelled a little fishy on that special teams play, and sure enough, can St. Louis take advantage? Okay, he got back to pass, rolling right, tries to find a receiver, and throws it over the head of running back Dickerson.
But that was good coverage by the Red Raiders there.
So there you see the senior quarterback, Kalika Higa. 103 out of 171 yards during the year, throwing for over 1,600 yards and 18 TDs. Now, if you look closely, number 12 is the sophomore sensation for Coach Cal Lee, Pesafia Fiaseo Jr., the lone setback in the backfield. And a draw to Fiaseo. Fiaseo met by big number 70, Ron Manu Maliuna. Raymond Manu Maliuna.
Mani Maliuna. Just get that straight. Price Busters replay makes a stop on this one. Fiasu gets a few yards. And Manu Maliuna makes the stop.
Manu Maliuna.
Oh, we'll get that right.
Better not say that wrong up in the North Shore, boy. Okay, it's 3rd down and 8 to go. Ball at the 39-yard line. Gosiako in motion. Higa looks for a receiver and finds Davin Nakasato for a 1st down at the Red Raider 20-yard line. So Davin Nakasato.
Watch again on Midas replay. Higa back. Throws to an open Nakasato right here, all by himself. And that's what Kahuku can't do. They can't let these guys get out in the open like that.
Nakasato, 24 catches on the year for 366 yards and 2 TDs. 1st and goal. Handoff to Pesafia Fiaseo. Loose ball. And boy, that pigskin popped out. And a big hit by number 70, Raymond Manu Maliuna.
Manu Maliuna. This guy makes it here on Dietrich Insurance Replay.
Watch this hit, Mike Nelson.
Right there, he hit him right where the ball was. That's what caused the fumble. Crusaders lucky to get it back.
Douglas Hugh with the hit, excuse me.
Douglas Hugh again.
2:46 and counting. And it looks like
Timeout.
St. Louis,
Kahuku.
correction, Kahuku will be
Second
calling a
charge, timeout.
timeout. So what a game so far. 7 points for the Red Raiders in the first quarter, 7 for the St. Louis Crusaders in the second quarter. So we're going to a break. It'll be second. No. Okay, so as we see the Kahuku defense.
Well, I was just going to say, Randy, I think St. Louis is a little confused right now, a little baffled by this Kahuku team so far.
Okay, so the score 7-7, second quarter. This is Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports. See you later. Welcome back to Aloha Stadium. There you see an excited St. Louis section. Kind of stunned so far as it is 7-7. 2:46 left in the second quarter. Back to pass and tackled for a loss by number 43, Lopeti Lawaki.
5'9".
So don't let this size fool you. The leading tackler for the Kahuku Red Raiders 2000.
Dietrich Insurance Replay. The hockey's going to come your screen right there and make the tackle. Got by his man and made a great sack, a great dunk on a quarterback. Cali cannot be happy with that.
Higa's second sack of the evening, totaling 25 yards. Bobby George, number 12, at the quarterback. George back to pass, looking for the home run ball, and right through the hands of number 21 for the Red Raiders, Kurt Fonoimwana. And boy, Mike Nelson, Kahuku's breathing a sigh of relief as Nakasato was behind the Kahuku defenders.
But Kahuku's playing like a zone defense, and Fonoimwana was over there to make sure nothing else happened. Let's watch again on this play.
Timeout.
Again, it's George throwing
St.
the ball,
Louis,
and there's
first
Fonoimwana
charge,
right
timeout.
there. Make sure, buddy.
See, I would have just batted it down. But as we looking at 1:55 left in the first half, we're looking at a 7-7 tie here at the Chevron Hawaii High School 2000 Championship Football Final. This is Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports.
My seats are a mess. Gum, markers, sticky spray. Have you seen this spray that flies through the air and adheres to anything? Some kind of goo. I don't know what it is either, but it isn't pretty. So I'm a mess on the inside, but my engine is clean because I use Chevron with Techron.
No gasoline cleans your engine better than Chevron with Techron. Chevron, simply smarter.
Working with kids is my calling, and I enjoy it.
And welcome back to Aloha Stadium. Some stats from our statistician Ryan Nagano. Kalikahika 5 for 8 for 70 yards in the first half so far. Bobby George 3 for 7 for 45 yards. So 115 yards for the St. Louis Crusaders quarterback
Timeout.
tandem.
St. Louis, second charge, timeout.
St. Louis calling a timeout, so a little bit of chess match between the two teams. So we go into another break. You're listening to Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports. back to Aloha Stadium. There you see Coach Cal Lee in the center of their screen encouraging his Crusaders to tell them this is no cakewalk this year, and they're fighting a spirited Kahuku crowd.
Yeah, Kahuku came to play, Randy. There's no doubt about that. We were talking about those yardage by the two quarterbacks, but Kahuku hasn't given out that big passing play, and that's been the big weapon for the Crusaders over the years. And so far, they've been shut down.
Give credit to Kahuku trying to go with a fake punt that could turn the game around, but St. Louis, with their special teams, held them down. So 4th down. Kalika Higa, the senior signal caller, in the shotgun formation. Fiaseo on the right of him, number 33. Higa going back to pass. I guess he's looking for the home run ball. Finds Dickerson at the 15. Dickerson tries to get towards the first down, but stopped by number 21, Fonoi Moana. So Dickerson squirming and struggling as we see in this Royal Adventure travel replay, Mike.
Higa is going to throw the ball over the middle. Dixon scrambling over to left on a post pattern. He's going to catch it, and he's going to try to get the first down marker. He's not going to make it because of great tackling and coverage by the Kahuku defense.
Nice stop by number 10, LeGrand Gu. He put in the exclamation hit on the junior running back, Dickerson. So St. loses the ball on downs. 1:46 left in the first half, and I mean an exciting first half. Inoki Funaki calling signals. Draw play to Mulivai Pula. Oh, what a swarming defense by the Crusaders.
Now Pula was originally supposed to go up the middle.
Number 43, Kaika Kernan. As we see in this
again.
Mountain Dew replay.
On a Mountain Dew replay, Kaika Kernan will make the tackle. Right here, you see Pula decides to immediately go to the left. There, he's running behind his blocker. Good penetration by the Crusaders to bring him down. Looks like Kahuku may just want to run the ball out. Now they're calling timeout.
Also on the tackle, Ikaika Noguchi. Now if you focus, if the camera people can focus on the three guys, they have a special number on their helmet. As we wrap it up, we're going to go into a break. The score still 7-7. We're taking a short timeout. This is Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports.
No, 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 no. Nobody does it like no fool. Nobody does it like no fools. No fools.
And welcome back to Aloha Stadium. Randy Miyamoto here with Mike Nelson, Ryan Nagano, Al Morikami, and Mike Bradshaw here helping us call a game. And it has been an exciting first half, Mike. There you see a lot of Kahuku red.
A lot of red, and they're excited right now. They're tied up 7-7.
Probably the biggest crowd all year at the stadium. And if you like football, you'll love it here at Aloha Stadium. Second and down and 15. Funaki looking for a receiver and throws it one hop to number 5, Vai Napa'a. So we can't get too tentative. Correction, Kahuku can't get too tentative. Lots of time on the scoreboard. 1:24 left in the first half. There you see number 45, A.J. Smith, and some of the front line for the Red Raiders. And when they say, where's the beef? They look up to the North Shore, and there's no McDonald's up there, but there's a lot of Kahuku Red Raiders. So it's third down and 15 to go. Ball intercepted. Intercepted by Butcher. Butcher to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, before being tackled by number 72, Simisi Kawabaka. But a flag is on the play at the 25-yard line. But Frank Butcher, number 35, came up with a sparkling interception.
Now that's what he's known to do. Let's see what the penalty's about.
Wow. What a call. Blocking below the belt, and it looks like Kahuku will retain the ball. Correction, that came after the interception. So can St. Louis capitalize on the turnover? As we hear Danny Bain.
After the change of possession, illegal block on the defense, 15 yards from the spot of the foul, first down.
So it changes the field of play, Mike Nelson. As we see
Water
Funaki
Company
taking,
replay. Let's see if we can't see the block. You're going to see an interception by Frank Butcher right here. Just reaches up and makes the interception. Let's see if we can't spot where the block may have been. May have been right there.
second penalty for 20 yards for the Crusaders. First and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. Higa back to pass, looking for a receiver. Francisco sticking out his arm or his hand at the last minute as it goes through the outstretched hands of number 82, Rivers. Frank Rivers, the 6'5", 195-pound senior wide receiver.
Let's watch again the All-Sport Body Quencher replay. Aaron Francisco makes a great play here. Looks like Rivers might make this catch. But look at Francisco at the last second right there, reach up and knock that ball down.
This reminds me of a heavyweight fight, Frazier against Muhammad Ali. Who will take the last blow before the first half? Bobby George, back to pass, looks for a receiver, and it looks like it is trapped by number 18, Nakasato. So that ball falls incomplete as we had a good rush by the Kahuku front defensive line. There you see Coach Cal Lee, hopefully looking for his second consecutive Hawaii High School football championship. Of course, winning 14 prep bowls before that.
No, he's got some work to do at halftime.
There you see number 79 for the Crusaders, the center, Big Keith Young. Second-year starter, 1999 ILH All-Star. Gosiako in motion. Higa. Oh, gets out of one grass, gets out of Mapu, but not out of Manu Maliuna. Oh, and he looks to be hurt. So Kalika Higa got out of one tackler, Jonathan Mapu, but not out of Manu Maliuna.
Let's watch again, Joy of Kola replay. Manu Maliuna right here. And you see a block right there. Now you see him coming in his picture, and he get down right there. I guess he must have turned his ankle or something on that play.
So fourth down and 13 to go at the 41-yard line. Bobby George, the quarterback. Pesofia Fiaseo, the lone running back behind him. Fourth and 40 on the 41. Big rush by Kahuku. Looking for a receiver, way out of bounds. And the Kahuku Red defense holds.
Like I said, Cal Lee's got some work to do at halftime because right now Kahuku's outplaying them.
And we're right above the Kahuku cheering section. And it's a loud roar and it's hard to hear from us. There you see Coach Suaki Levi, and there you see the Kahuku Red Raider pride right below us. So St. Louis loses the ball on downs, 35 seconds left to go. Let's see what the Kahuku 11 will do. St. Louis out of timeouts, Kahuku with just one timeout left. Inoki Funaki behind center, calling signals. Back to pass, can't find a receiver, decides to run to the 40, to the 45. And met by Wilson Fatongia and Timothy Paipuli. But unfortunately, or fortunately, if you're a Crusader fan, he doesn't run out of bounds, forcing
Third and
Kahuku
final
to utilize
short
their
timeout.
last timeout with 21 seconds left.
Watch again, Seafood Village, Chinese cuisine replay. Funaki looked like he's gonna pass, and he decides just to take off. He's trying to get to the sideline to stop the clock. But St. Louis gets him down before that, and that forces Kahuku to take a timeout. Yeah, number 45 there for the Crusaders. That is TJ Moy, who interfered with and keep him from going out of bounds.
Coach Suwaki Levi stressed high energy football, be focused this week, and of course eliminate the penalties and costly turnovers. So far, Kahuku has been able to fight off this huge St. Louis onslaught as St. Louis has dominated the second quarter.
Well, Kahuku on that last stop when St. Louis got that fake punt.
Totals for the evening for Funaki, 4 for 8 for 37 yards with 1 interception, as compared to the combination of George and Higa for over 105 yards. Second down and 5 to go at the 46-yard line. What will Kahuku do? In motion is Mulivai Pula. Back to pass is Funaki. Hard rush by the Crusaders. And throwing it into the Kahuku bench. And a yellow flag goes up. So it looks like intentional grounding by the Kahuku Red Raiders.
And he was still in the pocket, and that's why they called it on him.
So if I was Kahuku, I'd be satisfied with a 7-7 lead.
I don't know why they just don't. Randy,
Intentional
just don't sit on the
grounding
ball.
on the offense, 5 yards from the end of the run, and loss of down. It will be third down.
That was a dangerous pass play. Let's watch again, Aloha Stadium replay. Funaki scrambling all over the place. See number 91 coming in on Funaki. Kama McKeague forces him out, almost out of pocket, and then he decides to throw the ball out of nowhere. There's nobody there. That's why I got the grounding call.
3rd and 25 from the 26, and Funaki, I guess, listens to us upstairs, takes a knee, and as we go into the halftime, 7-7. Boy, what a ball game. The 2000 Chevron Hawaii High School State Championships, as we see both teams going to the locker room. What a game so far as we take it into the second half. For Randy Miyamoto, Mike Nelson, Ryan Nagano, Mike Bradshaw, and of course Al Murakami, we see you at the second half.
School student athletes, we direct your attention to the Mackay side of the 50-yard line, where Chevron's Public Affairs Manager Albert Chi, Retail Promotions Manager Rochelle Madden, and Retail Marketing Manager Ken Smith are presenting a check in the amount of $100,000 to HHSAA Executive Director Keith Amamiya. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm round of applause to Chevron Hawaii for their outstanding support of high school athletics. And we now direct your attention to the 30-yard line, where KSSK's Sweetie Picaro will present the KSSK Radio Signature Theater's halftime kick.
Good evening, everybody. How you guys doing out there? Before we have our wonderful kicker attempt to kick for $10,000 cash from Signature Theaters and KSSK, Signature Theaters passed out brochures today. Look inside the Signature Theaters business partner section. If you have a stamp that says professional results with a signature on it, you want a VIP pass good for free admission for a year. If you have that brochure, go to the section K right in the front and you can redeem your prize. Look for professional results with a signature on it. Hi, Chris. With us we have Chris Hoover, who entered at Signature Theaters. He was selected to kick a 40-yard field goal for $10,000 in cash. How do you feel, Chris?
Good.
Can you do it?
Yep.
Yeah. Can you think Chris can do it? Let's cheer Chris on. He is kicking for $10,000 in cash from Signature Theater's Ticket Value Program. Take your ticket stubs to more than 300 participating businesses to receive discounts and benefits. If our kicker makes it, $10,000 cash. If you don't make it, you're still a winner. You get a year, a VIP movie pass good for free admission for 1 year, and a KSSK prize pack. So you know what? You're a winner already. Chris, good luck. He's a Kaimuki graduate, and he has to make it because he missed his girlfriend's Christmas party. Let's go, Chris. Oh, Chris! You did a great, what an effort for Chris! Everybody give it up for Chris. He won a year's supply of tickets. You're gonna watch all that movies with your girlfriend. How do you feel now?
Good.
You see, he knew he was the winner already. Thank you very much. Listen to KSSK, Signature Theaters.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Kamehameha School's Warrior Marching Band and Color Guard has performed worldwide to critical acclaim and recognition. Comprised of over 200 students in grades 9 through 12, the band is under the direction of Mr. John R. Riggle and Assistant Director Mr. Aristotle Santa Cruz. National and international performances have included the 100th Anniversary Tournament of Roses Parade, the 1984 Festival Bowl Parade in Arizona, and President Clinton's 1993 inaugural parade in Washington, D.C. They're also the only band from Hawaii to have appeared at an NFL halftime performance for the San Francisco 49ers in 1993 and the Baltimore Ravens in 1996. Attired in the school's colors, blue and white, the band members' uniforms resemble those of the Royal Guards of the Hawaiian Kingdom. The white embroidery stitching depicts a Miley Lay design. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Kamehameha School's Warrior Band and Color Guard.
look at me, you may think you see who I really am, but you'll never know me. Every day it's as if I play a part. Now I see, if I wear a mask I can fool the world, but I cannot fool my heart. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I
take it to the near side, looking for a reverse. They'll give it to Pula. Pula down the sideline, gets a block, down the sideline, 40. Midfield, cuts back into St. Louis territory at midfield.
And of course, one of the things we were wondering about, which Kahuku team would we see tonight? Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Well, it seems Dr. Jekyll has come to play this evening as far as the Kahuku Red Raiders are concerned. Watch this first Hawaiian Bank replay. Beautifully executed reverse on the return. Pula basically just trotting over, and then Francisco just easily handling it off. And Pula, with his great vision going downfield, great return, steps out right there at about the midfield stripe.
So actually, they'll spot the ball inside the St. Louis 49. Inside dip, Salanoa with a first down, cuts back inside, down at the 39-yard line. Very close to a first down before St. Louis's defensive back, Timmy Paiapule, comes in to make the stop.
Salanoa this evening, up until that carry, 6 for 47 yards. Watch it again here, courtesy of the replay. Salanoa just bursting through a beautiful, beautiful hole in the defense. And busting it for a first down.
Officially a gain of 10, so that is good enough for a first down for Kahuku. They'll line up I formation. Pula, alone set in the backfield, and now we've got penalty markers, as it looks like we got some of the interior linemen for Kahuku moving before the snap of the football.
First half statistics, Funaki 4 of 8 for 39 yards and an interception. Again, Salanoa up until that last run, 6 for 47 yards. Pula 7 for 20 and a touchdown. Funaki 4 carries, 33 yards. Hafoka 3 times for 36.
Prior to the snap infraction, offense, 5 yards. It remains first down.
So the penalty marker against Kahuku as left tackle. Semisi Kauvaka was the man who moved before the snap of the football. So mark the ball 5 yards back, first down and 15 for the Red Raiders. Kahuku will come out with A.J. Smith offset along with, I believe it's Mulivai Pula. Play action by Funaki. Running to his left, and he's going to go down. Making the sack for St. Louis was Tolifili Liufau.
He has been the man this evening, Liufau, putting the pressure coming in, making the crucial stops for the Crusaders. Everyone wondered what would they do with Manapuna and company. Well, what they did was they basically just got Liufau loose, and this is what happens. Just basically nice pressure, nice rush up the middle there by, I believe, TJ Moy. And then Liufau just running down the quarterback, Funaki. Third in the line of Funaki brothers.
Like you said, Al, Liufau, one of the guys who had to replace Manapuna and Lyle Maiava, both ineligible to play in this championship tournament. Third down, here comes the rush again. Funaki gets away, scrambling, gonna go deep toward the end zone, and it is picked off and dropped. Interception was almost made, but Frank Butcher just could not hold on to the football at the 5-yard line. Check the penalty marker in the Kahuku backfield.
Just to round out the statistics very quickly, one reception for 3 yards. In terms of conversions on third down, Kahuku up until the halftime, 3 of 7 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth down. Been hit with 5 penalties for 45 yards to the half.
So you see referee Danny Bain, you saw him indicate false start against the Red Raiders.
Illegal formation on the offense, 6-man line. The penalties decline. It is third down.
There's the explanation. Illegal formation by the Red Raiders. Only 6 men at the line of scrimmage.
That's what can happen when you shift around as much as the Red Raiders do, going from I formation, double slot, and pro set, and everything else in between.
So on third down and long, Pula in motion. Funaki, short drop. Now he's going to take off. Funaki gets to the 41-yard line before he is dropped. And Ekewaka Ishikawa, the defensive back, not biting anything deep, staying home and making the run of only 7 yards by Inoki Funaki.
That was a designed run that time by Kahuku, trying to free up Funaki and just let him run. They basically pulled everybody back, drew everybody to one side. Funaki's back there. You see, he just basically was just there for a second, then just tucks it up and runs it out of there. Good, smart job tucking it up at the end.
And on the ensuing punt, Bryson Au angling it towards the sidelines as it go out of bounds at the Crusader 19-yard line. Bryson Au, the defensive back who has made a couple of nice plays in the defensive backfield for the Red Raiders. So now St. Louis will come out in its first drive of the second half as Kalika Higa will come in at quarterback. Remember, he was slightly injured as Pesefea Fiaseu, the state's leading rusher, lining up in the backfield. Dickerson in motion. They'll swing it out to the far side, caught by the wide receiver on the play as the catch was made by Sonoe Mokuahi. Very minimal gain on the play as Bryson Au came up on his defensive back position to push him out.
Typical St. Louis football pattern, though. Basically come underneath the coverage and just let your receivers run, and that's basically what they do with Higa here. He's basically very good on these short patterns. As you see, Mokuahi, a very good runner in the mold of Craig Stutzman.
So only a pickup of 2 yards as, again, alternating quarterbacks checking in for St. Louis as Bobby George now behind center. Again, that's Dickerson in motion as he flip-flops back. Give to Fiaseu. Fiaseu with a hole. Fiaseu first down as he gets up to the 32-yard line.
One thing about your great running backs, you might hold them to a few yards. Fiaseu this evening, 10 carries, 10 yards. That's only 1 yard per average, 1 fumble. And right there, bang, he makes up about 8, 9, 10 yards and gets a first down for St. Louis. Watch the Midas replay here. Just good blocking by the Crusaders up front. Good vision by Fiaseu finding the open hole. Nice job switching the ball like that to running out of the grasp of Francisco almost.
So you saw Higa back into the ballgame again. Dickerson coming in motion near side. Here comes the blitz. They'll fire it out to Dickerson. Dickerson hit immediately. Only a minimal game as Aaron Francisco from his free safety spot read the play all the way to make the hit.
That's basically what Francisco is doing back there, just playing center field, watching which direction the Crusaders go, then just coming up on the man and basically making the stop. He has that kind of ranginess. Watch the replay again, courtesy Dietrich Insurance. Higa guns this one out, but look at Francisco just playing loosely back there, waiting to see what's going to happen. Comes up, whack, makes the stop. Good job.
So a gain of 1 yard on that play to Ross Dickerson, bringing up 2nd and 9. As Kalika Higa back in. Nagasato in motion. They'll give it to Fiaseu. That's Bronson Beaver who is checked in the backfield. No gain on the play.
Yep, St. Louis just playing ball control and right now. 7-7 tie. They're just playing for the big play. Thought they might be able to get something here. Figured they may have had Kahuku's front line loosened up a little bit, but nothing doing. It's the Kahuku middle just basically shuts everything down.
So Higa back in at quarterback, lining up behind the center, Keith Young, As that's Dickerson in motion. Out of the shotgun is Higa. Higa drops, looking far side, firing, and it is caught by Mokuahi out to the 38-yard line. Sola Soliai in coverage for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, that ball thrown just a little wide of Mokuahi. He had to stretch out to make the catch. Obviously, the point being that he was supposed to try and make the catch on the run, turn it up for the first down. Didn't get it, though. Watch it again here, courtesy Mountain Dew. He got good at the short pattern, so not a real threat to throw deep. You can see right there, Mokuahi coming back on it, losing his footing, and that's why they didn't pick up the first down.
So Ha'abento to kick it away off the side of his foot, and it'll go out of bounds. In fact, a very short kick by Ha'abento as it goes out of bounds at the St. Louis 47-yard line.
Yeah, Bento that time obviously instructed to kick the ball away from Francisco and Au and company back there, just basically lifting it off the side of his foot. There you see Benny Agbayani, a former Crusader, on hand, right there in the middle of your picture. And, of course, Brendan Agbayani, the Agbayani family looking on, and Cal Lee, you can tell, visibly upset.
And once again, Kahuku starting off in very good field position inside St. Louis territory. Funaki gives it to Salanoa. Salanoa jitterbugging his way over to the 41-yard line before a host of white shirts bury him at the 41. TJ Moy, number 45, was one of the guys to make the initial stop.
Nothing fancy about this. This is called maximizing blocking at the point of attack. Kahuku got their people together in the middle and just basically dogged the middle of that Crusader line to just shove them back and just make that yardage, like just trying to stop a huge bulldozer in your path.
Don't forget that Chris Kimoe-Atu has been playing almost every snap behind right tackle. Quarterback sneak up the middle, and Funaki's going to be very close to a first down.
Coach Siwaki Levi obviously deciding to forego the sweep and the pass and the quarterback run and just basically play smash mouth football and see if he can wear the Crusaders down and get the leading score here. Watch it again as you see here. Nothing fancy about this. This is just maximizing your blocking at the point of attack for Funaki as he's just following his blocking up the middle.
Short timeout, officials timeout, as they're going to bring out the change to measure and see if Inoki did indeed pick up the necessary yardage for the first down. Here's the mark. It looks like they got it. As you see Cal Lee as he was looking on. There's the official mark. It is a first down. Siwaki Levi, the head coach for Kahuku, this morning on a radio talk show, said that his was very confident. And one of the things, Al, that having confidence, believing you can win, is half the battle won. First and 10 is again high formation set. Ball is loose. Ball snap, still rolling around. It's still rolling around, and finally the Red Raiders fall on it. Falling on that football for Kahuku was the right tackle, Chris Kimoe-Atu. Boy, he saved a huge play. That ball bouncing around. St. Louis had numerous opportunities to pounce on it.
Yep, watch it again here, courtesy No Foods, as we just play scrum battle here. Ball just loose on the ground, and there Kimoe-Atu just falling on it, all 6'5", 300+ pounds.
Terrific camera work by our cameraman, and actually a good play for Kahuku, a pickup of 7 yards. Give to Salanoa. Salanoa on a sweep, trying to look for something before he gets holed up right off left tackle, making the initial stop. Ikaika Noguchi, the right defensive end.
Yeah, one of the things Coach Tengan of St. Louis was saying at the half was that they had to come a little harder with the ends and the outside linebackers. Watch here, courtesy of the Joy of Cola replay, courtesy Pepsi. Watch this. You see Salanoa, everything's blocked up in the middle. The ends come hard, and they basically wrap him up and take him down. Watch right here. Just mass tackling at the point of attack as they sling Salanoa to the ground.
Just to pick up about 2 yards. It's going to be third and about a foot to go. Pula lines in the backfield along with Atuaya. The give is to Atuaya, and he rumbles forward for a Kahuku Red Raider first down. Irvin Atuaya, the big fullback, doesn't get a lot of touches, but takes full advantage there.
Yep, young man is a big house coming up through there. 5'11", 250 pounds of fullback. Watch this. Nothing, like I say, nothing fancy about this. You just go jersey to jersey, helmet to helmet, and you just try to move your man back and out of the way and clear a space for your big running backs and your slashers back there just to try and make whatever yardage they can.
So first and 10, just over 4 minutes left to play in quarter number 3 as we are tied at 7. Funaki on an option. He's got some room. Funaki down the field. He goes to the 5-yard line. First down, Red Raiders. And it was Frank Butcher saving the touchdown for Kahuku.
So what do you do when the ends are coming hard? Well, you tell your quarterback, take it down the line of scrimmage, fake that option pitch, and then turn it up hard and go hard, and that's exactly what Funaki does here. Watch. You see the Crusader ends coming up, the nice double team there, the fake to the outside. You see on the outside 45, right there to try and take away the pitch. And Funaki, nobody basically covering the young man, and basically turns it up, goes hard, picks up a first down.
First and goal. They'll give it to Pula. Pula inside the 5 before he is grabbed by a host of white shirts. TJ Moy was in the scrum, as well as Ikaika Noguchi.
And Kahuku right now showing their offensive dominance at the line of scrimmage. Watch it here, courtesy First Hawaiian Bank. From the reverse angle, you see nothing but red shirts there as the handoff occurs. But the Crusaders do a good job of just manhandling people out of the way and making the stop. Can they do it here? We'll see.
Second and goal. St. Louis stacking the line. Salanoa in the backfield. They will give it to Salanoa. He gets walled up and dropped at about the 3-yard line. Ishikawa making the initial hit, the defensive back.
Salanoa playing the piano that time as he just basically slid down the line of scrimmage looking for something, anything, a crack, a little slither, some way just to bust off that end and be able to try and break into the open. Watch it again here, courtesy Hawaiian Airlines, Wings of the Islands, as Salanoa tries to do exactly that. There you see, he plays the piano, one key, next key, but coming up, of course, one man in the way for the Crusaders.
Pula in the backfield, I formation on 3rd down, and Funaki tries to sneak it. St. Louis not fooled. See the ball come loose, but Funaki, his forward progress was stopped well after the whistle. So 4th down coming up for the Red Raiders. And Al, this could very well be the play of the game as the clock winds to under 2 minutes in the 3rd quarter.
Yep, both teams have mounted so far just one sustained drive apiece. This is the 2nd sustained drive by Kahuku, as Funaki will call timeout here to talk it over.
Kahuku, first charge timeout of the half.
So timeout by the Red Raiders, and we will take one as well, tied at 7 on the Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports.
I think for me, running into celebrities, I don't really find too much in it. You know what I mean? Right. I'm much more compelled to meet people who I have a fascination with what they've done.
I think celebrities are cool, most. I mean,
I'm not saying that celebrities aren't cool. I'm just saying that I don't get too profoundly excited if I ever see one.
Yeah.
You know?
But what if you met that guy who invented Chevron with Techron?
That would be killer.
Yeah.
Impress your car. Use Chevron with Techron.
And, I have a killer screenplay.
Hey, whatever.
When I'm rapping.
Back here at Aloha Stadium for the HHSAA Chevron State Championship. Kahuku with a 4th and goal inside the 2. Decision time for Shuaki Levi. He's going to go for it. And for Cal Lee and the St. Louis Crusaders, this could very well be their play of the game.
How many times, though, have we seen this, especially that one game against Waianae when they won 7-0 and had to turn back?
So here we go. 4th and goal. A.J. Smith, the fullback. Salanoa, the upback. They've got Mapu in at tight end. The give is to Salanoa. He will drive in. Touchdown, Kahuku.
Nothing fancy, like I said, this entire drive, mano a mano, just put your helmet on somebody, drive them out of the way, and look at the great hole that they open up. Just too late for the Crusaders to be able to step up and do anything about that.
Solomon Lee to add the point after. It is up. He pushes it through. It is good. And with 1:45 left to play in quarter number 3, Kahuku leading the state championship game 14-7 over 15-time state champ St. Louis.
You look at the Kahuku Red Raiders and they're celebrating as if they've just won the ball game. But I'll tell you what, Kevin, they still have one more quarter of play and 1:45 remaining in this quarter. And St. Louis can strike very quickly when they're given the opportunity. Watch again the touchdown run by Salanoa. What Kahuku and what Coach Levi has to remind his players now is, we haven't won this game yet, gentlemen. Do not over-celebrate about this. The Crusaders can come back on one play, as we have seen them do in the past.
Salanoa with a 1-yard plunge, but a lot of credit going to that right side of that offensive line. Chris Kimoe-Atu, we saw Kahuku kind of change things up in the OIA Championship, going with their super jumbo offensive line with Kimoe-Atu as a right tackle. Also, a lot of credit to Jonathan Mapu, a defensive lineman, lining up at tight end and sealing off that right side.
But then again, St. Louis against Kahuku has always been...
Short kickoff. It'll be taken by one of the upbacks. Taken at the 20, to the 25, and finally down at the 29-yard line as Daniel Rodriguez is pushed back, and a lot of emotion coming on the Kahuku sideline.
And that last drive by Kahuku, they had 7 carries for 31 yards over the middle for one touchdown. 7 carries, 41 yards to the right side where Kimoe-Atu is for another touchdown. The left side, they've stayed away from. Only 4 carries, 14 yards made on that one.
That was a return of 10 yards by Rodriguez. So can St. Louis respond? Kalika Higa comes in at quarterback. Pesefea Fiase, who had only 22 yards and 11 carries, coming into the second half. Dickerson in motion as Higa drops back. Higa looking, fires out a flare pass to the right side. It is caught. As making the play defensively was Soliai. Frank Rivers with the catch for the Crusaders.
And I hate to say it, Kevin, but this rotating quarterback system, as you watch the Jiffy Lube replay, basically it makes the Crusaders very predictable. When Higa comes in, they know that St. Louis will not go deep on them. The defensive backs can kind of play center field a little bit, as there you see. They keep everything in front of them and just keep the Crusader receivers from running out after the pass.
Higa will stay in as quarterback as Dickerson again goes in motion. They give it to Dickerson on that outside end run. Dickerson trying to find something outside. He does. Dickerson almost got away from Aaron Francisco. However, he does pick up the first down.
And a good job, actually, by Francisco on that one. You saw he came up from behind, raised the big paw up, tried to come with the strip tackle, but unfortunately, Dickerson able to hold on to the ball and get out of bounds to stop the clock. Watch it again here. Francisco will come from the left-hand side of your screen. He will try to get a big paw on Dickerson. Watch here at the end. Hand comes up, tries to strip the tackle. Good job by Dickerson to wrap up.
First down and 10 as the Crusaders line trips to the far side. Fiaseu the lone setback. Bobby George in at QB. Toss sweep to Fiaseu. Trying to get a block. He does. Fiaseu around the right side. Another St. Louis first down. Give credit to the slatback. I believe that was Dickerson who made the block, which sprung Fiaseu as Kimo Lung Choi making the stop for the Red Raiders.
Yep, like I said, you know, if you're Kahuku, you're expending all that energy after scoring leading the go-ahead touchdown right now, and you're expended so much energy. Now you're being challenged by the Crusaders, and now here Fiaseu making good advantage to the far side, and basically just turning it up, just good blocking there. Francisco again, not a good sign when your defensive backs are coming up and having to make the tackle.
Nakasato in motion. They'll give it on the draw to Fiaseu. Fiaseu trying to look for something, getting 5 tough yards as he bowls over to the 45 to about the 43. Douglas Hugh, the middle linebacker, making the initial stop for Kahuku.
One of the things when you're the linebacker on the corner, watch it again here, courtesy Dietrich Insurance. You basically, your job, come up, make the force. Don't let them get outside of you. Force them back into the middle where there's some help. Right here, where 94 actually making the play there. Good job to lead them into him. Kumai.
Stephen Kumai, starting defensive lineman. 2nd down and 6. Bobby George back to pass, fires, completes it out to Dickerson. Dickerson has the first down, looking for something to happen. Gets outside, down the far sideline, and tripped up at the 21-yard line. Francisco was there, and that now will be the final play of the third quarter with Kahuku leading 14-7.
And right now, Coach Siaki Levi must be breathing a sigh of relief following this catch by Dickerson, because this is making all the difference right now as the Crusaders have the momentum back and are challenging Kahuku and their top-rated defense in the OIA, which actually, when you compare the numbers, Actually, St. Louis, actually, believe it or not, still enjoys an edge, even if you were to add 2 more games to Kahuku's schedule and you add the yardage. St. Louis still would enjoy an advantage in that area.
There you see the score. It is 14-7. St. Louis, the 14 to 15 time defending state champ, in a little bit of trouble.
You know, they talk about, of course, you know, trying to get as many plays as possible given a certain amount of time, a certain quarter, and so forth. Reason being is that right now, Kahuku's defense has a chance to catch its breath. The defensive coordinator has a chance to say, okay, how do we handle the fourth quarter? What is the situation? 1st and 10, ball is at our 22. How do we defend the Crusaders here? They get a chance to really step back for a moment, get everything organized, figure out what they want to do, and get out there. The Crusaders, on the other hand, if they could have scored on that last touchdown, would have changed everything coming into the fourth quarter here. The whole scenario changes.
And for the first time this season, the Crusaders trail entering quarter number 4.
But this is, of course, at the same time, not exactly something that comes as something strange to the Crusaders. You recall under Doug Simonis, they were in both Prep Bowl games. They both trailed both times and came back to actually win the game.
This promises to be a very exciting finish, Al. And just to want to pass along a note for those of you watching in the Jumbotron television network, if you're wondering, yes, the University of Hawaii Rainbow Wahine volleyball team swept Utah in 3 games earlier this evening in the NCAA second round, so the Wahine will advance, and they'll take on Long Beach State next Thursday at the Stan Sheriff Center. So here we go, 12 minutes of football left to be played, and Kahuku with a 14-7 lead. But the Crusaders beginning to walk their way up to the doorstep. In motion, that's Kaihili. Option play, they'll pitch it back to Fiaseu. Fiaseu with a hole, he's gonna score! Touchdown, St. Louis!
Like I said, remember, when Kahuku scored their touchdown in the third quarter, they were celebrating as if they had just won the game. I had said, if you're Coach Levi, you get your men on the side and say, hey, it's only a 7-point lead. There is still the fourth quarter to play. Royal Adventure Travel replay. Watch this here. Mobility of both quarterbacks, Higa and George. Something that a lot of people basically tend to overlook when you're talking about St. Louis football, and good job here by Fiaseu in the second half, charged up. You don't keep this man held down too long.
So Ha'abento for the PAT, heats up, and it is perfect. 11:53 left to play in this game. We are tied, 14 apiece. 6 plays, 71 yards, 1 minute, 42 seconds possession time.
Now, it's still pretty early, 11:53 remaining in the ball game, Kevin. Still too early to talk about this, but if we go to a tie situation, then there is the possibility that the National Federation tiebreaker rule comes in. Same thing as the NCAA, except the ball goes to the 20, not the 25-yard line. You get 4 chances to advance it to the 10. From the 10, you get another 4 chances to advance it to the end zone or a field goal or something. Both sides get equal chances apiece, and we just keep playing until somebody outscores someone. Royal Adventure Travel replay of the Crusader touchdown. This is what helps when you have a quarterback with good wheels the way Higa can. You can run this outside option. And good job by Fiaseu. You see how he keeps his head on a pivot, looks around, always knows where the defensive man is, and just knows how to bust loose.
Rare offensive set there called by St. Louis. They go with a two-way option. Direct quarterback to the sidelines, direct pitch to the fullback trailing on the play. We haven't seen that much from the Crusaders this year. First half, Pesafea, Fiaseu, 11 carries, 22 yards. Second half, however, completely different story. 4 carries, 49 yards.
Thanks to Ryan Nagano keeping the numbers for us unofficially up here in the booth. And we do mean it's a booth tonight.
Francisco and Au set back to return. It's a squib kick. It will be taken by Au at the 11. Bryson Au looking for that wall to form as he comes to the left side, breaks free, breaks another tackle, gets past another tackle. Bryson Au out of the pack, advances it all the way to the 42-yard line.
Ferran Fanoi Moana, actually the return man on that, but a very big playmaker for the Kahuku Red Raiders. This young man knows how to keep his head up, knows how to read the blocking up front. Comes in, fields the ball nicely off the hop. Now watch his vision, watch his head. Looks to the outside, sees where the blocking is forming up, sees a little crease, turns it up, turns his head. Now he's looking. Now he turns back, looking the other way. You see how he keeps his vision up? He doesn't go tunnel vision. He's always scanning the field as he's bringing it up before the Crusaders finally manhandle him to the turf.
31-yard return by Fonoe Moana. Salanoa on first down gets tripped up as he tries to go around right end to the 42-yard line.
Crusaders just basically standing up, bringing more players than Kahuku can block and just trying to take away every crease, every hole, every piece of daylight that Salanoa can possibly look for. Watch it here. You see the power surge by the Crusaders coming inside there, and then Salanoa trying to make his little cut to the inside, trips on that turf.
Only a gain of 2 yards. Paiapule was there to finish it up. A.J. Smith now comes and lines up as the fullback. Muli Vaipula in the tailback formation as Funaki late pitch back to Pula. Pula down the sideline. It's a foot race and gets dragged down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, big mistake by the Crusader defense. And what a lift it's given that Kahuku offensive unit.
They say that ball bounces in funny ways. Cal Lee is incredulous. He can't believe what he's seeing. Boy, that ball bounced right out of the hands of Pula, bounced straight back into his arms.
Watch this again. Here comes Funaki on the corner, carrying that ball like a loaf of bread. Decides to just toss that out. It hits the ground as a fumble. It's picked up by Pula. And the Crusader defense actually relaxed, thinking the ball was going to go out of bounds, and Pula just picks it up off the bounce and races downfield with it. Good alert play by the young man. I like the way he runs.
High formation set, give us to Salanoa up the middle. Salanoa pushing forward for a good 4 yards.
Salanoa just basically that time jumping on the back of his fullback, A.J. Smith. Ride him cowboy, and that's basically what he did. He rode his big buck all the way upfield. Nothing fancy about that. Watch it again here, courtesy No Foods of Hawaii. You see, he just gets right up behind Smith and just goes with him, and Smith just basically knocking people out of the way, helping drag people out of the way, and Salanoa just riding him.
Ikaika Kernan was the man who made the initial hit. We have not heard from the All-American candidate much this evening. Play action by Funaki under pressure. He's going to be wrapped up. He is wrapped up, dropped from behind. Wilson Patongia making the sack of Inoke Funaki as he drops him back to the 22.
One of the suspect areas of the Kahuku Red Raiders has been basically their ability to pass protect for the quarterback, which is why you've seen Fonoe Moana and seen Funaki running so much. But just a good job here by the Crusaders just calling the dog. And basically Fatongia just doing a good job. And Funaki there almost looking to try and lateral it to Pula, but thinking better of it, pulling it back in and holding on to it, because that would have been a big defensive play for the Crusaders if he had.
Well, how hard is the hitting? Kemoeatu has to readjust his straps. Third down and 11. Again, an I formation set. They'll pitch it out to Salanoa. Salanoa getting strung out, then tripped up by the turf monster. Had T.J. Moy advancing right in front of him, tried to cut upfield, but got tripped up.
Moy doing a good job, though, on Salanoa. Watch it again here, courtesy Seafood Village. What you want to do with a back like Salanoa, who likes to cut back, is force him to make a decision. Go outside, go inside, do something. You see here, he just keeps going to the outside, forces Salanoa to try and cut back, and, of course, Salanoa, too sharp a cut, slips, falls, ball's dead right there.
4th down and 12 yards to go. Pula in the backfield along with Irvin Atuaya. Play action. Here comes the rush. Fonoe Moana trying to scramble out. He'll fire to the end zone. Has a receiver. Incomplete. And a marker comes down. Penalty marker as Chad Amiento will be called for a pass interference. That pass intended for Vai Napa'a. A critical call on 4th down and 12.
Watch it again here. Lobindan diving, trying to make the sack, can't do it. Funaki gets the pass away at the very end. And I don't know, Kevin.
I think you're right, Al. A very, very close call there.
Now, he has his hands, Aviento does, on the pa'a, but you are allowed to play.
Pass interference, defense, half the distance to the goal, first down.
But you are allowed to make the play on the man trying to go up after the ball if you are making the play on the ball yourself. When the ball is in the air, both the defensive back and the receiver have a right to it.
So first down after the pass interference penalty. New life for the Red Raiders. 8:14 left to play. Kahuku grinding out the clock here in the second half. Before the play can get underway, we will have a stoppage. And I think we're going to have false start called against the Red Raiders.
One thing about Kahuku is that at times they have slipped in their mental discipline.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5 yards, it remains first down.
Danny Bain with the call.
And sometimes you can just get a little too fired up when you've had an advantage go your way. Penalties on Kahuku, 8 times, 60 yards to just 3 for 31 yards for St. Louis.
Remember, about 16 of those came on that last pass interference play. First down and 15, split backs lined up behind Inoki Funaki. Pula is in the backfield. They'll go to the two-way option to Pula. Pula being strung out and pushed out of bounds by TJ Moy. Very short gain there.
Moy doing a good job cutting off the corner. You can see playing with that cast there. That's not easy to do. That adds at least 5 pounds extra. That makes it kind of tough for you to run to that corner. Watch again here. Funaki makes the pitch out to Pula. Pula trying to outrace Moy to the corner. Won't be able to do it here.
Very short game, maybe about 2 yards at most. Second down and 11, or second down and 12 officially. Again, it's Pula in the backfield. They're going to fire it out to the far side. Hasia Hafoka makes the play inside to the 6-yard line before being pushed out of bounds by Chad Aviento.
Decision time for the Crusaders here, Kevin. 8:01 left on the clock. Time-killing drive here by the Kahuku Red Raiders. As you see, very simple play out here to the outside. And they're trying to keep Hafoka, of course, in front of them. And just a nice job there by Hafoka gathering in the pass, making what he can.
Hafoka with 4 catches for 42 yards in this game. They'll go with a power I formation set on third down. They'll give it to Salanoa. Salanoa putting his head down. Let's check a penalty marker that is on the play. Let's see if it was before the play got started. Still no official word yet. I think this is going to go against the Red Raiders.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5 yards, it remains third down.
This is not the place for mental breakdowns if you're Kahuku at this point.
9th penalty, 65 yards against Kahuku. They really shot themselves in the foot with penalties.
I mean, remember what happened between Kailua and Castle
earlier this year in the OIA playoffs, when Kailua mismanaged the clock in the end. Again, power I formation, toss sweep to Pula. Pula with blockers. Pula trying to get to the outside and gets dragged down at about the 8-yard line. TJ Moy, once again the run stopper. You see Moy getting up very slowly, and you got to wonder if that cast on that left arm has anything to do with it. He did come down hard.
Watch it again here, courtesy Menahuni Water Company, the replay. St. Louis just basically just stringing this out. What you do is everybody just runs, follows the guy, and basically just try to keep him from turning the corner, and that's what St. Louis does right there as Moy landing hard on his cast.
Timeout called by Kahuku as they will talk about it on 4th down and 6 yards to go. Ball at the Crusader 7-yard line.
Importantly, as you see the offensive line there, Kemoy Atu on the sideline.
So with the score, Kahuku 14, St. Louis 14, we'll take a short break and come back in the HHSAA championship game on the Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports. And Al Morikami, let's check out the Midas touch. Fantastic face of the game. He's got the shirt that matches the cap, that's for sure.
North Carolina fan. Wonder if he caught the wrong airplane.
More like Syracuse, I think. St. Louis sideline concern on their part. And before we get to business, Al, we just want to say hello again to the people watching on the Jumbotron television network. For all those guys providing all the great stats. Today's attendance, 14,267. 14,267. Great crowd on hand tonight. 4th down and 6 yards to go. They'll give it on a misdirection play as Mulivai Pula falls forward. Was there a fumble on the play? I think there was a fumble on the play. I think St. Louis has it. No. He recovers the fumble once again, and a 1st down will go to Kahuku.
Man, how many times can Kahuku bite the bullet? Watch it here, courtesy of All Sport. Collision in the backfield, and the Crusaders, Lobingdown and company, doing a good job to strip the ball. But Kemoeatu in on the play, falls on it, and manages to use that 6 foot, 5 inch, and 300+ pound frame to get that ball back for Kahuku and make it an automatic 1st down.
I don't know about automatic because we're going to bring out the chains, so let's see.
It should be because it's a change of possession, I believe. And also because it was recovered inside the 1, Kevin.
Irregardless, Kemoeatu got enough yardage on the fumble recovery to get the 1st. Well, Chris Kemoeatu, you talk about being in the right place at the right time. His nickname should be Johnny. Johnny on the spot, in other words. That's the 2nd fumble recovery he has gotten for the Kahuku offense, which resulted in a 1st down. Red Raiders looking to take the lead on 1st and goal. Salino up the middle. Touchdown! Kahuku Red Raiders! Marcus Salino from 1 yard out gives the Red Raiders the lead.
And just a huge sea of red as, again, Kahuku takes the lead. Beautiful surge by the offensive line to open up just a crease, and all it took was just Salanoa just slithering in there.
Solomon Lee to add the extra point. Kick is on its way. It is no good. The critical play that we have talked about, Al, that has haunted Kahuku time and time again. Their kicking game, and this time Solomon Lee shanks it to the right side, and it's now a 6-point lead for the Red Raiders at 20-14.
And Kevin, how many times, even under Coach Doug Simonis, did we see this happen to Kahuku? Here's the extra point try by Lee. It's down, it's good. Lee just doesn't get his hip squared, though. That's the key to it, is getting your hip squared to that crossbar. He doesn't do it, pushes the ball off to one side, and now they lead by just 6 points. The Crusaders can take the lead, win the game on an extra point.
It looks like also, Al, that Solomon Lee did not also follow through the football. He just kind of hit at it without not only scoring his hips, but also not following through on the kick. Of course, you're referring, Al, to that 1996 Prep Bowl, which Kahuku lost by a point.
27-26, I think, was the final margin, if I'm not mistaken. There you see the touchdown by Marcus Salanoa.
Seo Ape Lautaha, Joseph Nai Pahe, Kalivi Blanchard, the interior lineman, which opened the hole for Salanoa. And this crowd, Al, is going crazy. Squib kick by Lee. It's going to be taken at the 25-yard line by one of the upback, and he is pushed out of bounds as Paula Latu brings it upfield. Short gain on the kickoff return as Soane Moala making the stop for the Red Raiders.
And you saw there one of the coaches coming over and doing a bear hug to prevent anything from going any further. Last thing you need in a very well-played game like this is to have people losing their tempers and bodies getting thrown out in a game like this.
It'll be Kalika Higa to start out this drive as St. Louis lines double wides to the far side, double to the near side. Via Sayu in the backfield. Dickerson in motion. Higa flares it out to Dickerson, trying to get to the outside, but he's going to be trapped from behind. Soliai, Fonoi Moana making the play defensively for the Red Raiders.
Play very slow in developing. Dickerson looked like he didn't know what he was supposed to do on the play. Watch it again here, courtesy Seafood Village. Dickerson turns, probably too early on this. And the play just too slow in developing. No blockers, nothing, and Kahuku just racing to the outside, just basically following the ball, and basically Fonoi Moana and company coming up and just making a stop on Dickerson.
Loss of 6 yards on the play. So Bobby George now in, dropping in shotgun formation. George dropping back, firing to the far side, has a man. It's caught to the 40-yard line before being dropped. Dickerson once again, and making the play defensively, Le Grand Coup for Kahuku.
What they may have been doing was trying to shorten the field on one side and then open it up to this side and make it easier for Dickerson to find some running room. Watch here as George, from that far hash mark, lines it up, has good protection, has time, gets it to Dickerson. Dickerson spinning around, and just a good job by Gu there to take him out.
St. Louis is still short of a first down by 4 yards, so Kalika Higa drops back in. You saw Aaron Francisco playing lone safety. Crusaders better hurry, only 9 seconds left on the play clock. 5 seconds left. Higa under center, better hurry. 1 second left, gets it, gets the play underway in time. Higa scrambling, looking for something. Mapu giving chase, gets out of the way of Mapu. Higa rolling, trying to make it happen before he has to scramble out of bounds as Rain Malu Maleuna, big number 70, chasing him from behind to push him out of bounds.
Yeah, Crusaders broke their patterns perhaps a tad too early on that one. Kahuku just basically staying back in a zone and then picking the men up as they came into the area, basically giving Higa no targets to go to, which is interesting for the Crusaders because they usually always have at least one person who heads up the sideline. Nothing for Higa to throw to, and just a bunch of red shirts running him down, and Higa only using his speed and his good wheels to try and get something out of nothing there.
So Bento, who shanked that last punt, needs to get it happen here. High punt as he again shanks it off the side of the middle of his foot. It'll take a Kahuku bounce straight up in the air and finally down at the Red Raider 48-yard line, a punt of only 12 yards. We saw a 9-yard punt by Bento, now a 12-yard punt by Bento. Special teams, Al, has cost St. Louis here in the fourth quarter, or in the second half in general.
Well, that happens when you show respect for Kahuku's return team. They did not want Ao and company trying to stick this back into the end zone on one play that way. Instead, just going for the sky punt, hoping to get a good roll out of it, try and get it downfield. But that time, just not able to do that as the ball just goes off the sides of of Bento's foot.
You see the score, the time, 5:35 remaining. Kahuku trying to end it on this drive. They'll give it off to Marcus Salanoa, trying to follow Kemoeatu. Salanoa gets bottled up off right tackle. A short gain on the play, maybe one, perhaps two, as Kaika Noguchi makes the initial stop. Also TJ Moy on the play for the Crusaders.
You know, I hate to say it, Kevin, but the times when the Crusaders have used rotating quarterbacks, they have usually either not made the Prep Bowl or have in certain situations when using the rotating quarterbacks have wound up with a loss, as they did against Lelehua back in 83 rather, excuse me.
Second down and 8. Boy, that's a long time ago, Al. Second and 8, I formation set. I don't think there's any secret as to what the Red Raiders are going to do. They're going to give it to Pula. Pula with a home. Pula getting very close to a Kahuku Red Raider first down. TJ Moy, Wilson Fatongia, all there to try and make a saving first down stop.
Well, Kahuku here, having been in this game year in and year out, knows what's required. And in this instance, that's exactly what they're doing here in Pula. A very smart young man, very fine running back. Basically just following his blocking, wrapping up, making sure no one can strip him of the ball, covering up at the end of that run there, finishing the run, and being able to get that little extra yardage and bringing up a 3rd and short here, Kevin.
So big play, 3rd and 1. St. Louis needs a stop. They'll give it to Salanoa. Salanoa squeezes forward, very close to a first down. It may depend on the spot, although where the officials are marking it, looks like he may have it. No word yet from the officials. You see the referee in the white cap, and he's going to call officials timeout for a measurement. But judging by where the ball is spotted, Al, I think he might have the first down.
Well, one of the things you're also allowed to do on the defensive side of the ball is you're allowed to come up to the head referee and ask for a measurement as well. But it is in the head referee's judgment as to whether to give you that or not.
I'm going to stretch out the chains.
It looks like it should be a Kahuku first down, and it is.
By more than the length of a football. So a critical first down. Not only will Kahuku keep possession, but they will continue to wind time off of the clock.
One of the things that we wondered about coming into tonight's game was, could Kahuku stay focused? And so far, as we saw there, they have. And quarterback Inoki Funaki, there you see the smile of victory on his face. They still have 3:55 to run out before they can wear the crown this season and take it away from St. Louis. And if you're going to be a champion, the best way to do it is to take it away from the defending champion. That's exactly what Kahuku's trying to do here.
St. Louis loading that interior line as they'll give it to Mulibai Pula. Pula pushes forward over the 40 to the 39-yard line. Lobendon, I think, was there, and he has been very quiet today. One of the best run stoppers for St. Louis has been very quiet tonight.
Well, one of the things that's been occupying his attention, of course, has been the scrambling of Funaki. He's had to respect that and look and keep a lookout for that, so he cannot always come up and commit on Pula or Salanoa or whoever else comes up the middle there.
Clock now becoming a major factor in this game, with Kahuku leading by 6 in the state championship game. Now we're going to have a penalty flag thrown in the backfield. I wonder if they're going to call Kahuku for some kind of illegal substitution, because Irvin Atuaya trotted off the field when Kahuku started lining up on their formation.
Prior to the snap, we have a substitution infraction on the offense, 5 yards from the previous spot. Remaining 2nd down.
And St. Louis catches a break, Kevin, following that penalty. This is the kind of thing that tells the difference whether you're going to win or lose a championship game like this. Kahuku cannot afford to lose their concentration here.
And remember, even after a penalty, the officials will wind the play clock. We are now under 3 minutes, and you can sure bet that Kahuku is going to take every second, every microsecond off of the clock before they snap it. Play clock now down to 5 seconds. Salanoa in the backfield. They'll run that outside option, pitches it back to Salanoa. Salanoa getting to the outside, loses the football. The football's down, but they're going to say that Salanoa stepped out of bounds. Oh, my. Well, if there's good news out of that play, Al, it's the clock has now stopped with 2:29 left to play. And 3rd down coming up for Kahuku. Wow, you talk about a close call there as Marcus Salanoa running down the sidelines, losing the football. Oh, man.
And actually, if he hadn't, he had himself a first down, and that would have probably sealed the deal.
3rd down and 7 yards to go. Remember, the clock stopped. 2 minutes, 29 seconds left. Crusaders stacking the line. Option play to the outside. Funaki keeping it. Funaki very close to a Kahuku first down, but it looks like he may be short by a yard. It depends on the spot. No indication yet. TJ Moy making the hit and the stop.
Watch it again here, courtesy Midas. Excellent option call. Funaki doing a great job here. His brother Kolo would be proud.
So here come the chains. Big call coming up here.
Now, if you're Kahuku, do you punt it and play field position and keep the Crusaders back, or do you risk taking the 4th down play? No.
Doesn't even matter because they got the first. Red Raiders will have an opportunity to wind 3 more plays down. Game reset, Al. St. Louis still has 3 timeouts remaining. You can sure bet that Kahuku not only going to keep it on the ground, but St. Louis is going to start burning their 3 timeouts.
Clear the TH3. It looks like you've got a victory parade coming up your way, La EA.
They will wind the clock. So by the time Kahuku snaps the football, there will be under 2 minutes left to play. The big jumbo, super jumbo offensive line now in for Kahuku on the right side. Mapu on the tight end right side. He is lined up next to Chris Kimoyatu at right tackle. Pula in the backfield. They'll give it to Atuaya. Atuaya dragged down from behind. Making the stop was Liu Fao. And St. Louis will now start the process of burning their timeouts. You see Ikaika Kernan, also a guy, besides Logan, who's been very quiet.
Again, because they have to respect the scrambling of the quarterback Funaki, and I felt this was an important key for Kahuku, was they had to be able to free up Funaki to be able to create back there and be able to scramble his way downfield if necessary. Because that would attract the attention, of course, of both Kernan and Lobindan downfield.
So the timeout was spent.
Please reset the clock to 1 minute and 53 seconds. 1 minute, 53 seconds.
We're still getting explanations from the referees. 1 minute, 50 seconds left to play. Kahuku leading St. Louis 20-14 in what has been a shocker by a lot of people, not to, however, those on the La Ia campus. Domination L, how about this? Red Raiders, 47 carries, unofficially 229 yards. That has been the key in this ball game. Ball control.
And the bottom line is Kahuku has stayed focused. No street ball tonight. They've run it up behind that big offensive line. Good job there by that young man, Funaki, making good decisions, especially on those scrambles. He's made the Crusader linebackers have to respect his ability to run the ball.
Salanoa finding or following the big block of A.J. Smith as Noguchi stuffs the run in St. Louis. Are they going to call a timeout? Yes, they will. Second timeout burned by the Crusaders at 1:47 left to play.
And will this crowd see something since the early 80s?
St. Louis, second charge timeout of the half.
A Crusader loss in the biggest game of all to officially end the high school football season. There you see Coach Cal Lee. He said, coming into this, we could very well lose. And certainly it seems like his words are coming back to haunt him.
1:47 left to play. When we come back, we'll play this one out. Kahuku 20, St. Louis 14. Back after these words on the Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports. .47 left. Kahuku nursing a 6-point lead, and the press box, Al, below us is shaking as we are on the Kahuku side of the field. Al Morikami, I'm Kevin Hashiro. Third down coming up. Third down and 9 yards to go.
If you're Kahuku, you have to take care of the ball here. If you cannot pick up first down, at least hold on to the ball. The Crusaders will be coming, trying to loose that ball from them.
And they are going to stack everyone at the line. 3rd and 9. They're going to run that outside option to Mulifai Pula. Pula getting to the outside. He will be stopped short of the first down. St. Louis still has one more timeout to call. making the stop was John Ciofele, the brother of Crusader great Joe Ciofele, and also TJ Moy, who has really taken a beating in this second half. Give credit to that young man for sticking in there.
Watch it again here, courtesy Dietrich Insurance. This is what I meant. Watch the high-low at the end of this win, at the end of the run by Pula. Here he comes. There's the high, there's the low, bang. They try to knock it out of Pula's hands, but again, a very smart young man, Pula. Represents himself and his school very well. Wraps up the ball, tucks it away, takes the hit, goes down, knows that the most important thing is holding on to the ball.
And what is going through the mind of the most successful high school coach in recent memory? That man there in the black shirt on the Kahuku sideline, Shiwaki Levi, only minute 40 seconds from ending all of that.
And Coach Levi, certainly without a doubt, would be able to take his place next to, of course, University of Hawaii Athletic Director Hugh Yoshida. As the only men to beat a Cal League coach team in the big game.
4th down and 4. So Shiwaki Levi has made up his mind. He is going to go for the win. The super jumbo unit comes in. Kemoe Atu will line up at right tackle. Jonathan Mapu, the big man, the big defensive lineman, lining up at left tight end. They'll give it, pitch out to Pula. Pula to the outside. He's got a first down. He will score.
And history comes back to bite the Crusaders. As I said, the last time they used a rotating quarterback system with Joe Charles and Brad Johnson in the early 80s, they dropped, of course, the Prep Bowl back then to Lelehua 10-0. And tonight, it looks like, as I said, clear the roadway to Laie. The Kahuku Red Raiders victory parade is going to begin in a minute 34.
Muli Vaipula, 25-yard touchdown run. They have all but sealed it for the Red Raiders. Lee to attempt the PAT. And the snap is mishandled. Lee trying to scramble out, still running around. Solomon Lee will be dropped down from behind.
And somewhere Doug Simonis is standing up and saying, oh no.
Timothy Pyatt-Pooley making the stop, and let's check out the touchdown once again.
Like I said, I've loved watching this young man run all season long. Look how he keeps his head up, looking around, checking, looking where the defense is, and just basically taking it and running it all the way home, taking it to the big house.
What may be the clincher, the dagger in the back. 9 plays, 72 yards, 4 minutes and 3 seconds on the drive. A 12-point lead for the Red Raiders with a minute 34 left. Muli Vaipula, 16 carries, unofficially 107 yards and a pair of touchdowns.
What do you think? We nominate him for the Stadium Stars Player of the Game?
I think Muli Vaipula is the front runner right now in that award. Well, you see the score on the top right of your screen. The crowd going crazy. With a minute 34 left, can the St. Louis Crusaders pull out the magic rabbit out of their hat to score 12, maybe 13 points in the final 94 seconds of this game? In Ferreira, back at his own 13-yard line, as well as Gosiako. They're going to squib it, and it's taken by one of the up-back. Mokuahi to the 35, gets tripped up. Let's check the penalty marker as Sanoya Mokuahi, the up-back, took it up to about the 36-yard line before Philip Alisa making the tackle for the Red Raiders. Illegal chop block called against the St. Louis Crusaders, and they will be pushed back another 15 yards. The crowd chanting defense, defense. And Shiwaki Levi 87 seconds away from bringing Kahuku its first ever state championship.
Overweight on the receiving team after the change of possession. 15 yards, first down.
You know, you talk about changing pitchers in a baseball game, and some people say, well, why can't you do it in a football game? Reason, we've seen tonight. Higa, very good at the short intermediate range passes. George, much better at the deeper ones. Makes St. Louis predictable.
Kalika Higa will open this drive in shotgun. His team trailing by 12 with 1:27 left. Higa rolling out, trying to look for a receiver. Has one open. It is caught just inside the first down marker as it was caught by Davin Nakasato. He will not pick up the first down, but does get out of bounds. Ooh. Short out, but it looks like it was a good play. It looked like that his toes actually came down first before his heels landed out of bounds.
What has to be remembered, you need only 1 foot in bounds, and as long as you can demonstrate control, it's a catch.
Just for good measure, that's what's going to happen. As Danny Bain calls for the chains. They're going to stretch it out, and he's going to be, looks like short by a couple of chain links.
It's like Chris Carter of the Minnesota Vikings said, when you make a catch like that against the sidelines, just tuck in the ball and then just collapse your legs and you're going to get that catch more often than not.
I think at this point, Al, the down marker hardly matters here, especially with 1:20 left to play. Kalika Higa, 11 of 15, 102 yards. Bobby George, his counterpart, 6 out of 12, 81 yards. The big stat, no touchdown passes between the both of them. George in at QB for the Crusaders. And just to show you the aggressiveness of Kahuku, they're not going to drop anybody back deep. They're playing a standard 3-4 alignment.
I don't know about this, Kevin, but then again, when you're up by...
Well, George back to pass, looking over the middle. As a receiver, it goes in and out of the hands of Fanoi Moana.
And Francisco also had a chance to catch it at the end, too. Watch it again, courtesy Mountain Dew. And actually, this almost winds up in the hands of a Crusader receiver. Watch. Just nice pass protection. There you see Fanoi Moana. And look at the end there. Francisco, and even at the end, the Crusader receiver downfield almost had a chance to make the grab on that.
Boy, if Davin Nakasato didn't happen to be at that spot, Francisco has a pick, and I think this game would be over.
And that's why you play that umbrella 5-back prevent defense. You don't want people getting big plays on one play.
Higa, short drop, fires, overthrows his intended receiver, Ross Dickerson. St. Louis now 0 for their last 6 third down conversion attempts.
And again, this is the kind of problem you have when you have a situation like this. You don't get any real consistency out of your quarterbacks. Not when you're playing against a team like Kahuku. When you're playing people the caliber of Kahuku, I should say.
4th down and a couple of inches left. This could be the game. Bobby George under center. They'll give it to Fiaseu. He's going to get that first down easily up the middle. Fiaseu crossing to the 49-yard line before being brought down. Sola Soliai making the assist on the tackle. Also Aaron Francisco there for the stop. Now the clock will stop. There is only 63 seconds left to play. So the Crusaders going to have to hurry.
And now Kahuku going back into like a 4-man box, 5-man type of prevent defense situation. And a lot of people criticize this, Kevin. You have situations where, and you have a, well, either we have a timeout or a substitution here.
We had Bobby George ground the football to stop the clock because, again, no timeouts for St. Louis.
What has to be remembered, too, is that one of the other reasons you play this kind of defense is to make the other team have to run a lot of plays. You run a lot of plays, you burn a lot of time, you force them to have to burn more time up on the clock than they want to. You take away the sidelines, you keep the middle of the field, you want to have everything there so everybody can center and close in on the ball.
The chain say 2nd down, but actually this should be 1st down as Kalika Higa steps up in the pocket. Higa, he's going to fire, has a man. That's Dickerson. He's open. Dickerson to the 10, to the 5, and brought down at the 5-yard line by Alma Jean. And that also stops the clock with 51 seconds left to play.
You see what happens when you go to more of a standard coverage? But again, good job to keep everything to the middle of the field. What you don't want in this situation, of course, is St. Louis going to the sideline, stopping the clock. But this will stop it at least until they get everything set up.
We'll get a timeout. I think Kahuku has called a timeout.
Timeout. Kahuku. Third and final charge timeout of the half.
And with that timeout, we will take one as well. Final 51 seconds left. Kahuku 26, St. Louis 14 on the Stadium Stars Television Sports. First and goal for the Crusaders, trailing by 12 with 51 seconds left. Empty set backfield for Kalika Higa. Higa, under pressure, fires it and fires it incomplete, intended for Gosiako.
That was very close. That was very close on Gosiako. But that's what the play was designed. Come underneath the coverage and just let Gosiako catch and run. Just a nice job by the Kahuku defense to break up the pass at the end. There you see the nice rush. Higa has to throw it before he wants to, and the ball hits the ground, actually.
Viliami Nawahi was there, so even though Gosiako makes the catch, Nawahi has him short of the goal line. Second down again. They'll spread the formation out. Empty set backfield. Bobby Georgian has it deflected at the line of scrimmage. Guess who? Kemoe Atu.
And boy, what a
Check
season.
That. Jonathan Mapu, excuse me, Al.
And what a season for Kahuku. No Fruits of Hawaii replay. Watch the knockdown here. George lows up. He's only about 5'10", 5'9". Just a big paw up there by Mapu, and he just knocks it down. But you have Chris Naioli over there at the New Orleans Saints, and his New Orleans Saints are sitting pretty atop the, of course, NFC West Division. And Kahuku here, about 44 seconds away from taking the crown away from St. Louis.
3rd and 5, shotgun for Higa. Higa being chased by Mapu. Higa reversing his field, dropping back, being chased by Kumai. Higa needs to throw it into the end zone. It is incomplete. No caught, touchdown. Rivers comes up with a tiptoe catch in the back of the end zone. Frank Rivers making the catch, but let's check a penalty marker, which is on the near sideline in the end zone.
This may be a legal man downfield. You saw how Higa was scrambling around back and forth. You could have a lineman that's actually stepped downfield without realizing it.
Personal foul on the defense. That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
So a personal foul called against Kahuku on the play, so it negates the touch, or it negates the play will be accepted, rather. So Bento to attempt a crucial PAT here. Or less than crucial, that is. Point is no good. Bento shanks it to the right side. A rare miss by one of the best kickers in the ILH.
But still, only a 6-point difference right now with 33 seconds to play. Here's the missed extra point. And again, Bento that time not really getting himself square to the crossbar, and that's why he missed that.
Almost the same thing we saw with Kahuku kicker Solomon Lee. Not scoring his hips and also not following through on the kick.
But here's the touchdown. This is where you can be concerned sometimes that in a situation where your quarterback is scrambling, you have to alert your linemen to the fact that they have to stay behind the line of scrimmage. If one of them steps over, it's a penalty. As it is, it's a personal foul, and a good poise by Higa. They're throwing it over Manu Maleuna, finding right there. Oh, excellent body control by Rivers to make the catch.
Oh.
That is a touchdown. I'm sorry, but that is a touchdown, folks. That would have been a touchdown in the NFL.
Oh,
he had control.
The Kahuku fans don't like it, but that, you're right, Al, that is 6 points. That's legit, because he dragged both feet in the end zone.
That is an example of what Chris Carter of the Minnesota Vikings said. Concentrate on grabbing the ball. Once you got it, let your body go limp and let everything else take care of itself.
Well, we said, Al, that maybe St. Louis in a little bit of trouble. However, they come right back and respond with a touchdown, 33 seconds left. big play coming up as they line up for the onside kick.
And how many times have St. Louis executed this to perfection?
Remember, the ball needs to go 10 yards for St. Louis to recover, or a Kahuku player has to touch it. Here's the squib. It's going to roll, take a bounce. I think it actually hit off the foot of a St. Louis Crusader. Nonetheless, it's recovered by Gideon Perez, a reserve wide receiver. And now we'll get markers as penalty flags are going to fly out. Unsportsmanlike will be called against the Red Raiders, but that is insignificant because Kahuku will retain possession on the ball.
Not smart, though. Not smart at all by Kahuku. You're giving away field position to the Crusaders here.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the receiving team. 15 yards from the spot of the first touching. First down.
Kahuku fans not only wanting the cake, but they want to eat it all too.
Midas replay, watch it again here. One thing Bento is not able to do, he's not able to get that sky bounce that you need off the turf.
You saw that ball, it actually kicked off the heels of Kainoa Ka'ahili, one of the slot backs. 32 seconds left. Remember, no timeouts for Kahuku. They will take a knee, but there's a flag because one of the Red Raider players was late coming on the field.
And like I said, clear the TH3, turn on the lights in Hauula and Laie. Kahuku is coming home with a title, perhaps. 27 seconds, anything can still happen. Remember what happened on a place on the mainland in the East Rutherford, in that giant stadium on a cold night in December.
Illegal participation.
And a guy named Larry Zonka.
On the offense, 12 men on the field, in the formation, 15 yards.
Illegal participation. Sivo Sugutarangi was jogged on the field very late, right when they snapped the football. That's a no-no.
Yep, you need to be set for a full second. With everybody there, this is not the time nor the place to have mental breakdowns like this.
What is going through the mind of Cal Lee?
20 seconds away for Kahuku.
The clock winds. The Red Raiders don't even have to snap, or they'll have to snap the football, about a 2-second differential between the game clock and the play clock. There's the final snap as Inoki Funaki takes a knee. 3 seconds. 2, 1. The 15-year reign of domination of St. Louis is over. Kahuku defeats St. Louis in an upset and wins its first ever state championship.
And there you see, of course, Coach Siwaki Levi turning around to the 12th man and telling them, you helped us. You made this possible.
Siwaki Levi being mobbed by reporters, pulling off one of the greatest feats in high school sports history, not only in football, but in high school sports. Again, the 14 consecutive years of championship by St. Louis has come to an end. The dynasty is over, and let the reign of Kahuku begin.
Boy, if you folks up there on the North Shore hear a whole bunch of horns going off, lights flashing, and maybe even some fireworks going up in the sky, the reason is that Kahuku has made history, ending the Crusaders' 15-year run.
You saw Doug Simonis very briefly on the right side. Al, how much sweet is it for him?
Oh, you know, he's got to be feeling really good about this. And on the other side, of course, Coach Cal Lee talking with his Chargers on that side. This has to be awfully hard. 15 years they have dominated, and now finally the odds at the turn of the millennium turn in the favor of the Kahuku Red Raiders.
Coach Siwaki Levi getting doused with the traditional victory Gatorade bath. all his players giving him much congratulations and well-deserved. And again, the dynasty is over for St. Louis. And let the reign of the Red Raiders begin.
And ironically, the young man coming over, Tuika Tufanga, setting up Coach Levi for the shower. Now, where have we heard that name Tufanga before?
Has played a prominent role in high school football.
On the other side of the field. But this time, dressed in red. And there you see quarterback Inoke Funaki being able to do what his two brothers, Vi and Kolo, were not able to do. Bring home a state title to the North Shore.
There's going to be a caravan of vehicles and honking horns all the way to the North Shore. Al Morikami, our stadium star, player of the game, will be Muli Vaipula. 16 carries, 107 yards unofficially, 2 touchdowns, including what proved to be the game-clinching 25-yard touchdown run, which gave Kahuku its first ever state championship. I'll tell you what, a lot of class too, as both teams getting together with the traditional post-game handshake.
Oh, we saw that earlier. Here's that touchdown, the game-clinching touchdown. Kahuku ahead at this juncture, only 20 to 14. Hula takes this the distance to make it, to clinch it at 26.
Well, you know
14 at that juncture.
Hula may be our stadium star of the game, but his men in the trenches have to have a lot of credit done. Their offensive line controlled what was probably one of the most feared defensive units in the entire state. That offensive line consisting of center Siope Lautaha, the guards Joseph Napeahe, Kalavi Blanchard, Semesi Kauvaka, and of course Chris Kemoe Atu. Congratulations go out to the Kahuku Red Raiders for pulling off a victory. We want to thank all of the people who have made this broadcast possible. The camera operators, Camden, Kelly, Trevor, and Mike. Videotape replay operator, Ed Nartizes, and our director in the Jumbotron, Patrick Garcia. And also a big mahalo to our crew, our fantastic Stadium Stars crew, including our first half commentators, Randy Miyamoto, Mike Nelson, our floor director, Mike Bradshaw, who floor directed us the entire length of this game. Also, Ryan Nagano for providing the stats. Nagano for providing the stats. Thank you, Mike. Blaine Cowie, our spotter, for giving us the numbers. And also, you, Al Morikami, my partner this evening. It's been a heck of a season.
It has been.
And so for everybody here at Aloha Stadium, I'm Kevin Hashiro once again. Let the reign of Kahuku begin, defeating St. Louis for the state championship, the final 26-20. I'm Kevin Hashiro. Today's Hawaii High School Athletic Association state championship football game is a presentation of Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports. Until next year, aloha and good night from Aloha Stadium.
Football fans, please direct your attention to the 50-yard line, where the presentation of the championship and runner-up trophies will take place. The Hawaii High School Athletic Association and Chevron wishes to thank all participants, coaches, administrators, parents, and fans for your support in this state championship. Representing the title sponsor is Chevron's Public Affairs Manager, Albert Chi, Retail Promotions Manager, Rochelle Madden, and Retail Marketing Manager, Ken Smith. Representing the Hawaii High School Athletic Association is Executive Director Keith Amamiya. Now, Chevron Hawaii will present the most outstanding offensive and defensive players of the game. For the runner-up team, the St. Louis Crusaders, the most outstanding offensive player is number 33 running back, Pesafia Fiaseu. The most outstanding defensive player for St. Louis, number 45, TJ Moore. And now the runner-up trophy is presented to the St. Louis Crusaders. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the championship team, the Kahuku Red Raiders. The outstanding offensive trophy will go to the entire offense of the Raiders. And for the outstanding defense, it will go to the entire defense for the Red Raiders. Good, we have a representative of the offense and the defense to accept the trophies, please. And now, the championship trophy presented by Chevron Hawaii. The 2000 Chevron State Football Championship trophy goes to the Kahuku Red Raiders. Football fans, how about a warm aloha to both of these fine teams for their outstanding seasons and their great game tonight. On behalf of the Hawaii High School Athletic Association and Chevron, the title sponsor of the Chevron State Football Championships, thank you for your attendance, and please support Hawaii High School Athletics again in February for state tournaments in soccer, boys basketball, softball, wrestling, swimming, and diving. Thank you for your attendance tonight, and please drive home safely.